All right, here we are, Meriden, Kansas, Jeff West High School. It's the season opener tonight. It's the Perry Lecompton Cause facing off against the Jeff West Tigers tonight. What we're going to do right now is go through a rundown. This is kind of what we got into the last couple of years, fellas. Just talking about the teams that the Cause will be playing throughout the season and kind of where everything stacks up in terms of rankings. Here with us up here, we are in an outside venue tonight. Again, we're trying to do our best at social distancing. We have masks on when we can talk. When we are in the mics, we'll pull those down, but we are going to do our best to social distance and keep everything safe so we can try to extend this season as long as we can. So joining me here tonight, Mark Armstrong down at the end.
Hey, JB, good to be back.
It's an awful long way down there, Mark.
That's okay, I can see you.
And then also, of course, Armin Landis back in the, we're not a booth anymore, so we'll just call it back at the table. How's that sound, Armin?
No, but it was pretty nice of you to schedule this 70-degree air out here. This is August, or I'm sorry, September, early.
It is Labor Day weekend. There's been many a times the home opener, we've even inside of a booth, we have been sweating like crazy. So I'll take this weather tonight anytime we can get it. So let's take a look real quick at those 3A state rankings. And when we pull this up, as you can see on your screen, it's going to look very familiar to you. This is exactly where they ended up last season. Teams 1, 2, and 3. On top, and these are coming from Cape Preps, is going to be number 1, the Andale team. Again, we saw those, the Indians, I believe, last year in the state title game. And again, very well-coached team, very physical team. It's easy to see why they are ranked up there. Guys, anything jump out to you about Andale?
Well, just at the end of last year, I remember thinking Andale's been around the state playoffs, the last decade or so, and they're either in the final game or semifinals. So they've got the program where they need to. They're close in, so they get some people moving out there to the big cities. So they get a lot of talent over there, a lot of good-sized kids. They beat the snot out of people, and they're looking for tougher competition, according to their coaching staff last year. So I'm sure they lost a lot of people last year, but they got more people coming, and they'll be tough again this year.
And one link to this game is the fact that last year Andale's defense just edged out this team we're playing tonight, their defense for lowest scores allowed in the state that year for 3A. So
it's going to make it a good one tonight, then, is what
That's
darn right.
That's what I want to hear. One thing you will notice on these teams here, on the 1, 2, 3, and team number 4, which is Holton, just pulled up on your screen now. If you look at the last game of all those teams, you'll see the familiar name on there. The last game for Andale was, of course, Perry Lecompton, that state title. The last game for Topeka Hayden was against Perry Lecompton in the sub-state championship game. The last game for the Holton Wildcats, the game before the sub-state game against Perry Lecompton. So it's nice to see the Cause name, a little recognition in that one. Mm-hmm. So number 5, Southeast Saline, if I've read the information correctly, that's a team that has jumped up from 2A to 3A this year. Very good team, but again, obviously going into 3A is going to be a tough road going ahead. So there's the top 5 rankings this week in Class 3A, and we're going to be hopeful they stay that way going into next week as well. So looking ahead, this Cause schedule, which you have pulled up on the screen, you can see the opponents right there. Here we are in week 1, September the 4th at Jeff West. Next week, Hiawatha. After that, Holton Wildcats. Again, that number 4 ranked team in Class 3A. Bishop Ward at home, on the road at Baldwin. Osawatomie, Topeka Hayden, and wrapping up the season week 8, that is the Santa Fe Trail Chargers on that team. So that's how the Cause will stack up. And again, we're going to be hopeful we can go through that season all the way without coronavirus throwing a wrinkle in anything for us. So up on the next screen, the matchups that you're going to see this week. These are all the teams the Cause will play. It's going to be Troy at Hiawatha tonight. That's the team we'll see in week 2, so you'll see that in parentheses on your screen out to the side. Holton will be at Nemaha Central. Bishop Ward traveling to Wright City, Missouri. Eudora goes to Baldwin. Iola at Osawatomie. Topeka Hayden goes down the interstate to Emporia. And Prairie View, a team that we saw in the playoffs, will be traveling to Santa Fe Trail tonight. That's the team we'll see in week 8. So that's the matchups that we have coming up tonight and the schedule for the Cause. We'll take a break here. We'll be right back getting ready for the kickoff of this week 1 matchup. Hey everyone, here we are back at Jeff West High School. Again, we're about 3.5. I think, Mark, you and Armin have spent some time looking at this team a little bit, or maybe looking at film from last year, see what they have back. What are you expecting in this game from Jeff West?
Well, I'm sorry, Armin. I don't think they're going to change much, other than they lost some skilled people from last year, so they may not be as much airborne as what they would normally be. And we're going to have the national anthem, so we'll be right back. Quick analysis. I know Armin's got some things too, but offensively, they are going to be huge up front, and I mean huge. So I think their game plan, Armin, is just to run right over us. You had some interesting thoughts about who they had coming back on offense and defense too. I thought that would be interesting.
Well,
yeah, get that headset on. There we go.
Guess you got to put your headset on. Well, one of the things that I noted, just that while they have a fine team coming back, and we know they've got some impact players. I mean, the Sally kids are both going to be impact players, especially if the one, Penny, becomes a running back.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, on offense and defense, they got about four kids on each of those teams coming back. You look at the cause returning starters, and they're 8 out of 11
on both sides of the ball.
Both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
It's kind of like having last year's team start this year's team again. So that could be
I think that would be a pretty good difference. The one other thing I was going to tell everybody too, I was talking to Coach Mike Paramore earlier this week, and he reminded me of something. We were talking about this earlier. Every year before this, for the last 15, 16, 17 years, however it's been, we've gone to a preseason camp like up at Northwest Missouri State. We've had a jamboree last year, and we were faced live bullets already, as we say. And now it's like, well, we haven't faced live bullets yet. So it's going to be interesting tonight for us to go against some live bullets. And both teams, by the way, are going to be out there defensively minded. The defense is always going to be ahead of the offense this time of the year, so we'll see what that does to the game too.
And that could be very, very important because let's face it right now, the strength of this Perry team we would expect is in our offense. The strength of this Jeff West team is probably on that defense.
Yeah, I would agree.
All right, looking at last year's game, so my point, this is one of the games, remember, right, we were here at the end of the season because it's a district game we played Jeff West. That game ended in I believe, 8-3 score.
Yep.
With all the score coming in the first half, and neither offense scored. That's one thing that jumped out to me. It was a defensive battle last year. I don't know if we'll see it that way this year. Jeff West scored on an interception and a touchdown, got the 2-point conversion. Cause early on in the game, got a turnover, kicked the field goal for their 3 points, and that's all we had.
But that end of the game was exciting. Remember, we recovered a fumble on about the 40, and we drove it in, and we had 1st and goal on the 10 and couldn't punch it in. And that was the unfortunate set of circumstances, but it's just the ball game.
I think it's also worth noting that 3 points, even though it was only 3 points, it made a difference in placement for our playoffs, we got to play. And so it was a heck of a game.
Well, fellas, here we go. Cause ranked number 2 in the state, and I'm sure the Jeff West Tigers would like nothing better than to knock us off tonight on their home field, Armin.
Yeah, that's what I'd want to be doing if I was the Jeff West Tigers, and that field is gorgeous.
Yeah,
that is nice.
That's nice.
It looks like number 2, Brad Robb, on the kickoff for the Cause as we get this underway. Cause, I believe, won the coin toss. They have deferred to the second half.
Here we go.
These numbers for the Tigers, fellas, I'll tell you right now, are going to be a little hard to read from here because they're silver on red, but we're going to do our best. Get good crowd tonight for this 3A opener. We expect a very good game between the Cause and the Tigers. Rivalries always go that way. And here's the kick. It's going to be a short kick, going to be fielded just inside the 20. I believe that's number 45, Salee. Taking that back just across the 30. Tigers going to take over their first possession at the 31-yard line.
Wyatt Green in on that, not the early hit, but certainly helping clean up. I didn't see who make the first hit, but the Jeff West offense and see what they're going to throw at us.
Kind of curious to see where they come out. Last year, they were in a spread formation. Then as they played Hayden in the playoffs, they were looking like they had an offense exactly like ours.
Yeah,
Their quarterback for the Tigers is going to be number 34. That's Caden Stones.
And he's supposed to be a double threat quarterback.
Stones takes the ball in the backfield. He's going to cover it right there. A lot of pressure up front from the Caw defense.
We'll take that to start. A little mishap from the center to the quarterback, so a loss of about 3 on that play. So not much of a test to the defense.
This Tiger team is going to be that offensive and defensive line.
Offensive line is huge. They're going to try to run right through us.
Stones, the quarterback, little pistol formation. 3 receivers set to the right. Stones takes it, little option play. He's going to keep it. He's going to go past the 30 up to the 35 where he's going to be stood up by number 26, Metcalf.
He did a nice job on that run. If he's the double threat, there's his running threat right there.
Well, he had a little bit of a seam. We didn't exactly react to that as quickly as I thought we might with the experience we had out there. Edge got a little soft and maybe got sealed by one of the tackles. I didn't quite watch that, but we'll see it on the replay someday.
It's a lot tougher with your defense playing somebody else, and you've never seen them run those plays before than your own offense. Yeah.
3rd down and 7 coming up. Again, spread formation here for Jeff West. 2 receiver each side. Stones in the shotgun. Takes a snap.
Oh, there we go. A little pressure coming. Oh, they missed him.
Stones get away, but he doesn't get away from Hayden Robb. And number 60, I believe that's Monaghan in there.
Monaghan, number 27 in there, also Jackson Folks. And, boy, I hate to scream already in that first series, but, man, that was exciting when you see the double stunt coming. They didn't have enough people in there.
You could see it coming, and they saw it coming, and as good a line as they had, they still couldn't stop it.
They were just outnumbered. So Cause hold tough with a 4th and 9, JB.
4th and 9 coming up. Punting situation here for the Tigers. Trying to get a number on the punter. Back deep for the Cause, number 26 Metcalf and also number 10 Dawson Williams. High snap, he takes it, ball is away, short kick going to the right side, end over end.
Get out of the way.
Takes a Caw bounce, it's going to be down to be at the 37-yard line, so that's where the Cause will take over for their first possession of the game.
Well, that's kind of what we expected. Defense is obviously a little bit better tuned up right now than the offense. Now we'll see if this offensive group from Lecompton, who's been running this for a number of years, Armin, see if they're ready to go.
Well, they were ready the last time I saw them play.
Well, let's hope so.
Although that wasn't the Andale game, which was, hey, that was a very good football team, had great defense. So.
Billy Welch, number 9, the quarterback, pistol formation. Metcalf lined up behind him. 2 receivers set to the right for the Cause to open up this game. Welch takes a snap, going to look to throw quickly out to the right side.
A little motion
Flag
probably.
comes in.
Yeah. Somebody's moving. Probably up on the line of scrimmage, I would think,
So both teams opened up with a faux pas of some sort,
At least we didn't lose it down over it. But that's kind of. I'm going to go watch some of the matchups on the line of scrimmage early because they got the big Sally kid there. What is he? 75? Is that what he is?
Yes.
And he's just a big mismatch for us over there. We're going to have to help Hayden Robb and Jeremiah. Forgot Jeremiah's last name all of a sudden. Sorry, Monroe. I'm sorry. Facing those 2 kids over on that side.
Welch checks the defense, takes a snap. Going to be a give to Metcalf.
Another little
flag.
movement penalty. More motion again. We got to settle down here.
I think the left side jumped a little bit early that time. So another penalty that moves the Cause back 5 more. So we're going to have a 1st down and 20 coming up Kyle's going in the wrong direction here, fellas.
Yeah.
Wrong direction in a hurry, but we still have 4 downs to get it, so we'll see.
I would point out on tonight's stream, we do have a different camera angle set up for you. We have Mr. Josh Woodward running a camera on the sideline, so we're adding that this year. Hope that goes well. Welch again, first down and long. 2 receivers set to the right for Welch. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Flips it out to Metcalf.
I like that.
Wide, has some room. Metcalf down that sideline, breaks a tackle. Picks up 10 yards, still on his feet. Metcalf takes up for a first down, picking up 21 on that pass play from Welch.
Well, I will tell you what, Thad Metcalf just looked like he turned the switch on from last year right now. He didn't miss a beat, Armin.
He did, and be honest with you, he had some space, but he made some things happen too, and they couldn't bring him down.
He's tough to bring down on the open field. Good recover by the call offense for a first down.
Big number 77, Danny Sally, was down there trying to chase him down, and that'd been a tough job for that big
He'll
boy.
wear out quickly if he keeps doing that.
Ball setting at the 49 of Perry Lecompton. 2 receivers set each side. Tied in is Hess, number 15 to the right. Coming in motion is Hess. Welch takes a snap, looking to throw again. Flips it out in the flat. This time to Quinlan, number 30.
Quinlan's wide open down the sideline.
Boy, tell you what, you saw it right there. This team has some speed. Quinlan, one of the speedsters, going down the sideline, almost took that one in for a touchdown.
And number 3, Joshua Brocksterman, hit him and just knocked him off balance.
I thought for a second there, he kind of kicked it into second gear. I thought he was going to go. I thought he was going to break it. Cause looking to fire things up here right away.
All right, Welch checking the defense. Motion with Hess again to going from right to left. Keeps the ball, flips it out to number 30, Quinlan again. Quinlan.
He's going.
That's going to be the first touchdown of this game. It's going to be Quinlan taking it in for the score.
And I think that was a nice comeback block by Parker Stone out there on the sideline. He just came back and hit the kid that was chasing him, and there was no place the defense could go to cover up. So they made that in a hurry.
No, they did. In fact, is it not an outstanding thing to say about a team who can make 2 stupid little, I say stupid, little cosmetic mistakes, cost you 10 yards, and then you get it all back and go for the TD.
There we go. A familiar number, JB.
That looks like Easton Elliott on to kick the extra point here. Hess is going to be snapping to Folks. Ball's down. Kick is up and away.
It's good.
Right through the middle.
All right.
That would have been good from twice that far. I know that.
Well, he got the lead into that, didn't he?
He did.
Well, the calls looked good on that opening drive other than those first 2 motion penalties, and here we go. We're up 7-0. So, what do you think, Armin?
I think this is the kind of game that we want to see, for at least that's first drive of the year. That's what I want to see every time.
Exactly.
That's right.
That's just, I think we've got them. I think we've got them on the outside. We've got too much speed for them. They're going to have to adjust a little bit on the inside. They're going to have to loosen up a little bit, which you know what happens then, Armin. The run up the middle,
Well, and not to mention the fact, hey, if we continue to do what we're doing right now, then we're going to control the field.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned, like you say, the run up the middle from the Jeff West Tigers, but.
Well,
I don't know.
We'll wait and see. I think we got to like that series of events. So here we go. Call's ready to kick off for the second time tonight with 9:08 left in the first quarter and up 7-0.
It's going to be number 2, Brad Robb, on to kick off again. Back deep for the Tigers. Looks like that's number 25. Try to get a name on that. 25, Carson Brading. Senior for the Tigers.
You know, one thing I liked about Brad's first kick was he got a lot of height on it.
Yep.
And when you get that ball up in the air, even if it doesn't go down any farther than the 15, you give your guys a chance to get down and cover it.
Well, we've got speed out there too, so let's go. Here's the kickoff team again.
That's an understatement, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. All right, here we go. Second kick off the game. This one a little bit further, going to be fielded just inside the 20 to about the 16. It's going to be number 25. He's got the edge.
Up a little outside coverage.
And it's going to be down the sideline for a good return. Pushed out of bounds by number 2, Brad Robb.
Yeah.
Number 25 for the Tigers. Carson Brading takes this all the way down to about the 20, it looks like 31-yard line. So
I'll tell you what, if I'm the kickoff coach, I'm immediately concerned about who gave up the outside. Everybody went chasing on the inside, and boom, there was nobody out there.
And, that's the first thing that you learn when you're on a kickoff team. Make sure if somebody's got that outside covered, and they stay out there.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
All right, Tigers get a short field here on their second possession, starting at the Perry Lecompton 34-yard line.
And they will be in 4-down territory this entire series.
Yeah.
There's no punting down here. So, Cause defense got to dig us ourselves out of a hole a little bit.
Number 3, Boxerman split wide to the left side. That's at the top of your screen. Number 34, Stones, the quarterback, takes a snap. Going to look to throw to
fumble.
Hess is going to pick it up, but they're going to say he was down. Not been ruled down. That would have been another caught touchdown.
I believe that was Jackson Folks on a blitz coming from the outside.
It was.
Yep.
Man, that happened in a hurry. There was a little bit of a fake handoff, and by the time that quarter looked up, boom, he was down.
He didn't have a chance to handle the ball. And I would probably agree the official's call was right on the money.
Yeah,
if we had instant replay working right now, fellas, we'd go back and take a look.
I hear rumors of instant replay this year.
It's coming.
All right.
We don't want to spring everything on everybody all at one time, right?
Again, right now I got a end zone cam showing up for you too. Nice to see that one. Stones again. Pistol formation. And a little bit of jump on the outside. That was number 3, Boxerman.
Yeah, everybody's nervous.
Taking on.
Everybody's nervous.
I think he was looking in for the ball, but he did see some movement on the call line, and I think that called his number, and he jumped.
I think it's number 58, Hayden Robb, showing blitz up the middle.
Well, we've had some success already with a couple of stunts, and I'm sure it's gotten the attention of not only the coaching staff but the players too, and they might keep getting a little edgy up there. I don't know what their splits on the line are. It's hard to tell from up here, but an end zone view would tell us that. But if it's a normal split, that's a long way to cover quick linebackers.
Guys, can you get a couple of new faces up front there for the Cause? Looks like that's number 62, Jeremiah Monroe. Number 68, I think that is Cameron
Jeter, yep.
Hess lined up a defensive end. Again, he's got the speed on the outside. Caused some damage. Looks like another false start. No flag there on this one. Stones keeps the ball, trying to get around the edge. Going to pick up about a 5-yard gain, but that's going to be it for the Tigers.
There were 5 calls around that ball.
Just going to say, as a defense coach, that's what you like to see, don't you?
You're darn right. You don't want to have to see one number. You want to see 4 or 5 of them.
Yep, that's right. Good pursuit by the Caw defense. Brings up, third and about, what do we got? I can't see the marker.
I'll say third and 16 coming up.
16, okay, we'll take it.
Third down and 16.
All right, Caw defense.
Tigers going to show a spread formation, 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Boxerman split wide to the left. Stone's going to look to throw quickly out here to this right side.
Hello.
And Hayden Robb said,
hello.
I think I got you covered there, number 5.
Preston Gibson, number 5.
Yeah.
Well, the pre-snap read was probably over there because the secondary was deep. The safety was deep on that side, and the corner was one-on-one. But as soon as Hayden Robb saw him step back for the pass, he turned and sprinted to that flat zone. Oh, my gosh.
That's called preparation.
I guess so. Defensive coaches coaching them up. Well, they are going to punt here, I guess, and that's a good thing. I got some losses out there, so we'll take it.
We didn't foresee that, did we?
No, we did not.
Looks like that is going to be back deep again. Dawson, Williams, and Metcalf. Short punt's going to take a little bounce here. It's going to go down right at the one, maybe inside the end zone, depending where they down it.
It's wherever he touched it.
Oh, they call it a touchback.
Yeah.
But he was rolling into the end zone. I think that's why they got the touchback on that one.
Yeah.
That was not knowing how to play that.
Now I know this is not a huge deal, but I've seen the first 2 punts I've seen. This deep snapper for Jeff West is not getting the ball back very well.
So what you're saying, if there's some pressure, that's going to be a block. I like it.
Well, the Caw defense dug us out of a hole, Armin, from the 41, and we held them tight. They punted the ball, and here we go on the 20. Just more real estate for us to chew up on offense.
Well, we got to remember, everybody's starting for the first time out there. We've had a little bit of success, but sometimes you manufacture your own success. So
I'd like to see us run on this side with our 2 offensive linemen over here.
Don't know if it's going to be a run. It's 5 wide in this formation on first down. All 5 receivers set. 4 of them to the left. Now Quinlan going in motion to the top of the screen. Welch going to look to throw, has some time, flips it out to Metcalf,
There
and that
he is.
right
Oh,
flat.
boy.
Here goes Thad Metcalf up the sideline, breaks it down. Has one more man to beat, but he's going to be pushed out of bounds after a nice game,
Caden
taking it
Stones.
all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Well, the coaches, I got to admire the coaches' play calling, because what have they done, Armin? Out in the flat, let them run. Out in the flat, let them run. They are athletes.
We're just
And fast
isolating them.
pace here. Call's ready to
Oh,
go
here we go.
again. Waiting on the ball to be placed. Now waiting on the chain gang. Going to be a give. Metcalf trying to bounce it out
He's
there.
out.
Picks up a great
Yeah,
block
we're
by
gonna have
Dawson
a
Williams.
block in the back. I think he's going to get called for that.
Yeah. He just stepped her out of bounds here. There's a late hit, too.
Yeah, nothing on that.
That's not a late hit here.
But it's coming back.
It is coming back.
And I'm not sure if I'd like to see a replay on that. I don't know if Dawson Williams got tangled up with him. The kid just ran inside. But if you maintain contact, that's not supposed to be a block in the back.
I thought I saw the initial block
Yeah.
and I thought it was good.
Yeah.
So
But obviously we didn't see
Oh,
the
he
same
called-
thing.
he called a hold?
Holding, okay.
yeah. So that's not blocking the back.
That's going to take him back 10 from the spot.
Well, I'll tell you what I like about this left side of the offense. He's got two of our very experienced players on this side. We've got Sean Urban at the tackle and Hayden Robb at the guard on this left side. And I'll tell you what, individually they are tremendous blockers, but as a team, oh my gosh, I would be worried about that if I was playing defense.
But they seem to.
I think both of those kids were all state on some list last year.
Yeah, I think so. They are athletes. So we don't just have skilled athletes. We've got kids up in the middle, up in the trenches, the hogs as we call them.
Yeah, and you hear a lot of talk all season about the skill kids for the cause, but you're right, that power up front, they can hold their own. So it's going to be number 34 in the backfield this time for the cause. That's going to be Riken Rush, setting up just behind Welch, the quarterback, number 9. Welch looking to throw, checks down, flips it down the middle, got a man wide open. It's going to be Quinlan right down the seam, and it's another touchdown.
There we go.
For Welch and Quinlan.
That was too easy.
But you know what? There's the composure of a senior quarterback who waited and waited, and all of a sudden Quinlan breaks free this way. Here we go.
In fact, you teach your quarterback to do that.
Yeah.
But
Elliott on for the extra point attempt here. It's 13-0, 5:54 remaining. Snaps down, kick is up.
Boom.
And it's through. Plenty of distance on that one.
JB, your son is getting into it, I'd say, huh?
Yeah, he's done a little work on that. Hope it stays that way.
I'll bet so.
So is Josh running that the chopper up there?
I don't know. See if we can get a shot of that, the chop.
Very, very much so. I mean, you don't expect to come out and be this, and it's fortune, good fortune. We did some good things, but we got the kind of kids who can make that happen.
It's fast break football.
Yeah.
Any play can go at any given time, and I wouldn't be surprised now if our offensive coaches, they know they can do that. Now let's see another little tweak. What else can we do? Can we run it against? Can we run that counter?
I think you're going to see us. We're going to work on the run game. We're going to see what we can do there.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do that sometime this year. There's no doubt. So.
Well, people have to know that we're going to throw, and you have to change the defense for that. But certainly, if you can run the ball at all, that's just another dimension that makes us ranked number 2 in the state.
Yep.
So good for the cause. They've looked good so far. JB, what do you think?
Well, again, if you said, how do you want to start out the game, I'd say if you're going to draw it up, this is exactly what you would want. I mean, being up 14-0 with 5:54 still left in the first, cause have looked pretty sharp on offense and defense.
Well, that chopper is circling. I wonder if that's like NBC News out of New York or something, because this is the only football game going on in the country today or something. I don't know. All right, back to kickoff. 5:54 left. Cause up 14-0 here at the start of the game, first quarter. Looking good so far.
Okay, Rob on again here to kick for the cause. And last time, if you remember, gave up a good return on this right sideline. Let's see if the cause can fix that.
I'm sure Gunner will not, if that was him last time, I don't know if it was, but I'm sure he's been talked to. It's you protect the outside here, buddy.
Yeah, they say in a kickoff, stay in your lane, stay in your lane. All right, here's Rob's kick. Nice kick this time, going to be fielded right at the 15. Cause closing in.
Oh, much better. There was no place to go.
Wow. That's coverage.
Both outsides just squeezed it. They invited him up in the middle, and hello, I didn't see who made the tackle.
Was that Jackson? I mean, I know Jackson was down there. There was about 3 or 4 other guys.
Well, I was impressed. We had a couple of young kids out here, Jesse Herman and Gunnar Ball, some sophomores. They went running down and slowed down and squeezed to the inside, and when they sure it was in there, they still stayed outside. So lesson learned and impressive coaching by the cause.
Yeah, that's team coverage
there you go.
Tigers at their own 28-yard line.
All right, here we are. Tigers coming out for their third possession of this first half.
Boy, here comes
takes the snap, gives up the middle.
there's
play,
nothing.
He was right there.
There's
quick.
nothing.
Was that Riley?
Oh, there come a flag out. I think it's getting a little chippy up front between number 77 and Hayden Robb.
Riley Bessler on the stop.
They call a late hit back there on us, maybe?
Well,
I don't know.
I think
Dead ball.
number 77 there for Jeff West, which that's Danny Salee,
Yeah.
was giving a little bit of extra to Hayden Robb, and Hayden gave it back, and he got caught.
Yep, that's the way it usually goes. But that's part of the game. You can play with emotion, but you got to know when to stop.
Well,
And that's a big one. Looks like it's about a 19-yarder. Well, 15.
That
well,
would
it should be 15.
Yeah, it should be. I think.
Personal foul.
Yeah.
An automatic first down, going to take it up to.
That's too bad, too,
28.
because we had them stop for at least a no gain, if nothing else. But
Should be about the 43 if they mark it.
Yeah, Beasler he came hard. What's he? Linebacker outside on this side, on the left.
yeah,
We got a couple of new faces in there. Number 22 for the cause in on defense.
Jesse Herman.
Jesse Herman in the game. Stones takes a snap. He's going to roll to his right, looking.
Oh, there's a hold.
Yeah, they got
he
it.
got
That
it too. God, he still got him.
and there's late hitting going on down there in the backfield, defensive backfield, too. Now we have a holding coming back this way.
That's
Yeah.
only 10 yards.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
okay.
So they net 5 on that.
Actually, it could have been hold all the way down.
Where was Jesse playing? I was going to look for him.
He was at the defensive end on this near side,
Okay.
so left end.
Good. He's a hard-nosed kid. Love the game of football, I think, coming back at it this year. And
Maybe now.
might be the only game of the week. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just kidding. There's other games going on. The chopper finally disappeared, but they were circling, taking some pictures up there. So.
Yeah. They didn't buy tickets either.
Oh, oh man, that went a long way back. So
What they?
Jeff West got caught holding in the backfield, looks like.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
going to be first and long.
Yeah.
Long. Let's see what they mark that about.
tell you
what, that's-
20 what? 23?
Yeah, something like that. You talk about an advantage for the defense now. If you're the secondary, you're licking your chops
Yeah.
on second and long. So we'll see. And the cause have
Yeah.
stunted a lot already.
You know, you don't want to push your luck. You get something going. You want to keep it up, but
Number 34 Stones, the quarterback.
there he is.
Still
He's going.
rolling to the right, trying to buy some time. Here comes that pressure.
Oh, good call.
Jackson Folks.
Jackson
almost
Folks.
just picked that one
Jackson.
off.
Pretty
He
good.
was right there.
Well, they had no place to go. I mean,
No.
Jesse was out there making a play. He was kind of wrapped up as with the man, but the quarterback wasn't coming out, and Jackson was just flying to the ball and just got tipped it.
You know, I think this is a case, though, right there, where this is a quarterback that hasn't been playing there, at least in game
Varsity
time
level,
for
yeah.
varsity level. And I think he probably made a mistake. He'd like to have had that back. He didn't have to pay
Yeah.
the price this time, and he may have learned something.
Well,
from
and he
that.
had to go to the short side of the field,
Yeah.
too. He ran out of real estate pretty quickly. So.
He did that.
All right, Cause defense looking pretty good. Let's hope they can keep that pressure on. They've been having a lot of success stunting.
All right, here we go. Second and long for the Tigers. Motion going from right to left. A little flip pass to number 25. Trying to get outside. Another flag coming in. This may be another hold.
That's usually what's called on plays like that.
Usually.
So, yeah, usually. You never know. Might call defensive holding
is.
as you're tackling or
It's
something like
offensive
that.
holding.
Yeah, it's got to be. Pretty much has to
He
be.
just made the signal.
Riley Bessler and Jackson Kirks on the stop.
Well, and you know, here's first game of the year, senior night, and things don't go your way early. It's really easy for a high school group of kids to get down on themselves, not, kind of lose that enthusiasm,
Yep.
lose that pizzazz.
Yeah. And the Cause made a smart move here. They just declined the penalty, so it's third down and 20, whatever it was, JB, 2 or 20, something like that.
23 or something like that,
yeah.
21.
Yeah.
Generally
what
speaking,
makes it tough on both of these teams this year because of the coronavirus situation, they didn't have that opportunity to have a scrimmage or jamboree.
right.
Yeah.
So this is the first time they've faced another team, so it's going to take a little bit for both of these teams to work it out. Pistol formation again for the Tigers. Drop back, little screen play up the middle. Good call there on that play.
Great call.
But they're going to be long short. They're going to be way short.
Going to be short, but a nice game. Picks up about 13 on that.
Yeah. But they're down by 2 score. Oh, here comes the punting team in maybe anyway.
I think you expect you don't keep it and try right now, middle of the field.
Mm-hmm.
Not against the team on a roll. You need a break right now. So I think they're doing the right thing.
Yeah, I agree with you. So we'll see, though. We'll see what kind of a snap and a kick we get this time, Armin.
Well, I can tell you what kind of a snap I think.
Number 30, Quinlan, and Dawson Williams, number 10, back deep for the cause to receive this punt.
It's a little better.
Wobbly snap still, but low kick. Going to be fielded by Quinlan on the run. Quinlan looking for a sideline. He's got some speed. Still on it.
Quinlan, that up, baby.
Past the 50, all the way down to about the 42-yard line of the Tigers.
I tell you, here's the speedster, Quinlan, and number 77, biggest kid over on that sideline, brings him down. Danny Salee.
Yeah, good pursuit by Salee.
You hear about Dawson and Stone and a few other people, but Quinlan, Caden has got some talent and some speed, so you can't forget about him either.
He has shown us that tonight, yes, already.
That's a good look for the cause. I like it.
It's going to give other defenses this year fits.
Yep.
Ball on the 43. It's going to be Robb, number 2, and Quinlan to the left side. Parker Stone, number 1, and Hunter Hess to the right. Welch and Rush in the backfield. Little flip pass. Welch looking around, has some pressure. He's going to keep this ball, move ahead, step out of bounds. Going to be taken down out of bounds after about a 5-yard gain.
Wow.
Something out of nothing. That's what good athletes do.
And the nice thing is he didn't try to force anything. I mean, no matter who your quarterback is, no matter when it is, if they don't force stuff, good things generally happen.
I would not be surprised to see a fade on either one of the outside.
Brad Robb, number 2, again at the bottom of your screen here.
There's single coverage out there, and I don't think they've got the manpower to cover them.
Welch takes a snap, going to look to throw, flips it
again short.
Out to Quinlan. Quinlan can't get away from the second tackle.
First down,
real close to that first down.
Yeah, but got to hand it to Brad Robb. He had the block there. He tried to get there, and when the kid was back turned to him, he just hands off.
Well, the other thing that we haven't talked much about so far, but I really kind of expected that defensive line to put more pressure on our offense. But our offensive line, I'll tell you what, is doing a good job out there.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Yeah, they're having a solid game.
Yeah.
See what we got here. Looks like a bunch set receivers to the right. Stone, Quinlan, and Hess.
Counter
to Rush. Rush trying to get to the corner. Flag coming in on a hold. Reichen Rush still on his feet. Nice game, but I think this one's going to come back.
It is.
That's too bad. The lineman pulled really well. I was really impressed with what they did.
Well, again, it is early in the year, and early in the year, as you said, we've been playing against our own defense. We haven't been seeing the bullets coming at us.
Yeah.
And all that mentality that it takes to hold your position, do the right thing, hold the count. Those kinds of things add up, and early in the year you make mistakes. Hopefully you don't make those mistakes later on.
Yeah, something new I've noticed, guys, is this year instead of the snap count, we're using the clap on the hands.
Yeah.
That's something that's new for the cause.
Well, I've already seen. I mean, one of the things that we've talked about earlier is what do we do to free up our receivers a little bit, and we've certainly seen a little more motion tonight.
Yeah, I've been calling the wrong name up here too. On the left guard is Monaghan.
Yes. Hayden Robb's on the right side.
He's on the right side.
So it looks like Hess is shifted to the right over by Quinlan next to that slot position. Quick snap, Fade
There's
pass.
the fade.
There you
There's
go.
the
Going to
fade.
Stone down the sideline. Parker Stone hauls it in for a big gain.
Yeah.
You got that one-on-one matchup with those guys, you got to burn them once in a while.
Yeah.
Ah, what a nice throw. What a nice throw.
Logan
Right?
Wheeler on coverage there. Just,
Yeah.
that's pretty hard pass to cover up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Parker Stone does as good a job as anybody catching it.
Yeah. Once he went by him, there was no doubt in our minds about what was going to happen. So, again, lots of protection up front by that old line.
All right, here we go. First down inside of the 15-yard line. Ball at the 14. Welch takes a snap. He's going to turn and give to Metcalf.
Oh, my
Metcalf
gosh.
spins out of a double tackle.
Oh, my gosh.
Down. Holy cow.
He ran right into two
I am
giants.
That was an all-state play right there,
It was.
fellas.
He has not missed a beat, JB,
My
since the
goodness.
end of last year already.
Yeah.
My goodness.
That's good to see. I'm glad he's back full tilt.
Once again, Urban. We got Urban, Monaghan, Jeter, Robb, and Monroe, the youngster up front. I tell you, they look pretty dang good right now.
That's pretty exciting football, isn't it?
Yeah.
2:09 remaining here. 20-0. Easton Elliott on to kick the extra point. Snaps down. Kick is up. That one's going to be
Good.
Good enough. A little short that time.
Yeah.
Didn't get all of it, but it counts.
Well, I honestly think the hold was a little slow. The hold was a little bit slow, but hey, all's fair, all's good that ends well.
Well, and that's got to be a little bit disappointing for Jeff West. I mean, you just given up 21 points in the first quarter.
Yeah.
And they got to find a way to come back and fight on
And
this, otherwise it's going to get away from them in a hurry.
They're going to have a really good team this year. Right now,
Yeah.
their defense just isn't doing the job.
Yeah. Well, it's hard. I mean, like I say, we've talked about the weapons of Perry Lecompton so much, and what are we going to beat them on, the air or the ground this time? And then you've got the offensive line that's in there. It's, my goodness, they've played pretty well.
You got a Tiger down there. I think he's sick.
The big kid, yeah. It's been tough on him. He's been all over the field, and it's only the first quarter. He's
That's right.
And he's been hustling all over the
He
field.
has
He's
been.
working.
Well, he's been running people down.
Yep.
And doesn't look like the speedster, but he's been doing the job.
And that's why the Cause are ranked in the top 2.
This part of the state will know when they see that score, will be surprised.
Yeah, I think
Because Jeff West has a good team, good success the last several years.
Yeah.
And you would expect this to have been a somewhat of an even game.
On the far side, he's got to stay in the lanes. He's got a seam here on the right side. Gunnar Ball's got to get to the sideline on him. And Brad Robb and Gunnar Ball take him down, but not after. After
They come down their lanes. It looked like the kid was just going to go up the middle. All of a sudden, he breaks to the outside. Gunnar kind of played him off until the troops got there. A couple substitutions have been in there so far.
Yep. Another short field here to start with.
Call defense good. Dig in again.
In the backfield for Jeff West. Snap. Stone's going to pull it out. Try to get to the corner.
Yeah, he slipped a tackle. Did a nice job of that. If I'm that official, I'm getting on top of that. He gave him the power man look and walked away not too quickly. Officials need to jump on that. Talk to him. Yeah. Both kids.
All that for a 1-yard gain, huh?
Yeah. Well, he did a nice job of slipping the tackle. Unfortunately, he was 2 yards deep in the backfield when he did it, and he didn't have much room to run after that. Caw defense is really quick recovering.
Hayden and Danny know each other.
Oh, is that right?
Well, they've played against each other for years.
Yeah.
Stones takes a snap, little option play to the left side, pitch out to Abrams. Dawson
nice.
Williams.
Parker Stone. Oh, Dawson. Was that Dawson?
Dawson do somewhat to the wall. I mean, they gave up another big special teams play, and now they got to shut the door. And it seems like that's what they're doing. They're shutting the door again. We'll see what happens now.
Well, they're getting slower and slower coming out of the huddle, too.
Yeah.
They're down to 5 seconds.
First games of the year, always tough.
Yeah, we're going to see a pass here, I think.
Stones takes a snap, and you're right, looking to throw. Rolls to his right, looking down the field. Throw that ball is intended for
Parker's
number 5.
right there.
Parker Stone.
Gibson.
Oh, that's Dawson.
It is Dawson.
I keep on getting the 10 and the 1 mixed up. I'm sorry, Dawson. I told you I wouldn't make a mistake on your name tonight, but I lied. Sorry about that.
Well, you still, there's a 1 and there's a 10, and they both have 1s. But nonetheless, hey, that was a super job, Dawson Williams.
He was right there, matched him step for step, made good anticipation, and cause come up 4th down again for Jeff West offense. But
they're going to go for it.
Yeah, they might as well go
They're
for it.
They're down 3 scores. Yeah.
About, what we gonna call it, 4th and 9.
9. The only success they really had was on that little screenplay up the middle, so we'll see.
2 receivers set each side for the Tigers. Stones looks.
He's getting rushed. He's getting rushed.
Has a man open. That ball is complete to number 5, Gibson. Gibson takes it all the way down inside the 15. Looks like to be spotted at the 13-yard line.
Holding. Holding penalty.
I didn't see the flag on that one.
No, I didn't see it. I still don't see it.
I actually was surprised.
There it is.
I actually surprised that the quarterback got that throw off. I thought he was going to get hit in the throw because whoever came on the outside that time was right there. So.
When you look out there, Dawson was downfield with him, but he was playing center field.
Yeah.
He just didn't know which way the ball was going. Then he didn't react fast enough.
Yeah.
Hey, Quinlan and Dawson Williams having a talk right now. I'm guessing they're going to get that corrected.
Yeah.
And the speed that the two of them have, I'm going to say they'll try to make up for it here.
Yeah. Well, not much going for the Jeff West offense tonight, but the Perry Lecompton defense has had much to do with that.
Yeah, they have. And that's not something we expected necessarily. We thought they'd be good.
There's your block right there.
Yep.
I think that was number 58, Hayden Robb.
It was.
Yeah, he got a piece of it. Attaboy, Hayden.
Well, that was quite a rush there.
We had 3 or 4 kids coming up that middle, just like nobody blocked them. Well, they probably didn't. So once again, Cause excited. End of the first quarter, Cause leading Jeff West 21-0, JB.
That's the way you want to start out if you're the number 2 ranked team in the state for the Cause. We're going to take a break here for a commercial, and we'll be back for the start of the second quarter. First State Bank and Trust is an independent community bank serving the Perry community, Jefferson County, and Douglas County for many years. They have a long history of community service dating back to 1934, and that service continues today in 7 locations throughout northeast Kansas. Those locations are Perry, Lawrence, Tonganoxie, Baser, and Kansas City, Kansas. They offer a full array of financial products and services delivered by local banking professionals. Are you looking to purchase a new vehicle, or better yet, to purchase a vehicle for your student? Let First State Bank and Trust help make this process an easy one. They offer same-day approvals, new low rates, and the convenience of having payments charged directly from your checking account. Be sure to stop by the Perry branch at 402 Plaza Drive in Perry, Kansas, or give them a call at 785-597-5151. All right, here we are back, getting ready for the start of the second quarter. Again, it's the Cause and the Tigers from Jeff West High School. Here on a beautiful night, fellas. I don't think you could have ordered up any better weather than
it's
what
now,
we have right now.
Got to be about 78 degrees right now, really nice. So, and the score is nice too.
Well, next week it could be cold, you know.
We'll be up in the booth with the heater on.
Yeah, the weatherman says it's going to be down in the 50s and 60s.
That'll be true football weather then, Armin.
And you know something, I love that. I'm ready.
All right, again, 5 wide for the Cause. No back with Welch. Folks is the H back. A look to throw. Welch stops back, gets a little pressure, spins back around, flips it ahead. Stone, see if he comes back with it.
Nope.
They say out of bounds. And number 77, Salih, down on the ground. He was providing the pressure to the Cause quarterback, Welch.
He was also a little bit in pain coming off the field here a few minutes ago too. Whether he was just out of shape or I don't know what happened there. He probably maybe got a peel back block on him. I didn't see, but
could be a cramp.
Yeah, well, that might be
because
too.
if he didn't feel too good. He looked like he was in some distress.
Yeah. Well, he's a big boy putting on a lot of effort, and he is a very talented athlete. There's no doubt about that. And I'm sure by mid-season, if it's cramps, he'll have that stuff figured out. But
let's face it, I don't know how these kids are practicing right now.
Yeah.
But whether they get in their normal regime of practices and conditioning, it'd be pretty tough. And of course, we haven't had real hot weather though, so I'm sure they've had some good weather to work.
Well, and as a number, I mean, we have a lot of kids out for football this year, but quite honestly, when you have the varsity going against your group of seconds and thirds, everything looks like a touchdown every play. And not to demean the younger kids, it's just they aren't physically able to stand up against the beating of the Sean Urbans and the Hayden Robs and people like that.
I still remember coaching in the middle school when this group was 7th graders, only a lot of them were playing against the 8th graders on the varsity, on the A team, you might call. And that's how they looked back then too.
Yeah.
They've always been that much better than their opponents.
as an experienced coach too, and we've all been there at one time or another. It's
that's
not
right.
pretty, and doesn't really help you prepare. I mean, you can only do half line scrimmages so long. You got to get the. Oh, that is an ankle. Yeah, it's not a cramp, I bet you. That's too bad.
Hate to see that. He's a good player.
Yep, he is. He is indeed.
Yeah, I think he went down on his own, didn't he? It seems like
he went to turn. Welch dropped back and faded to the left and then pivoted back around, spinning to his left. And he went to spin, and he folded right there, unfortunately. And
well, that's unfortunate. You hate to see the great players walk off the field like that. That's that's just too bad. Hopefully he'll be able to get back after he takes a little bit of a break and maybe get some ice on it, tape it up a little bit. And he's a gamer, so I'm sure he'll want to get back out there.
Yeah. When you're young, you heal a little fast.
Yeah. Those old guys can't even spell heal anymore.
No.
Yeah. Well, speaking for myself, of course, Armin.
Yeah, well, I knew that. I knew it wasn't you were talking about me.
All right, here we go. 2nd down and 10 after that incomplete pass. Metcalf lined up behind Welch. Jackson Foltz shifts to the left side. Looking to throw again. Welch getting some pressure up the middle. Steps up. Can't get away from that defender. I believe that's number 8. Taking him down for the Tigers, Abrams.
Braden Abrams.
Well, Billy played it wise.
Yeah.
He didn't throw it. He could have pulled the trigger and gotten into trouble, but it's an experienced quarterback. He waited and then they caught up with him. So that's okay. 15 yards to go for a first down is nothing for the cause.
Well, the other thing you got to look at is that we know that this defensive unit for Jeff West has the ability to do just that.
Yep.
And that's what they did this time. Well, I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen it earlier.
Yep.
All right, 3rd down play coming up for the cause. 3rd down and about 16. Causing that no back formation. Receivers spread from sideline to sideline. Welch takes a snap, looking to throw. Has pressure up the middle, steps up, rolls to his right, fires downfield. He has Metcalf. Just overthrows him and out of bounds. Incomplete. Brings up a 4th down and 16.
Tell you, William Welch did such a nice job of extending that play, finding eventually the open man downfield, and he just had to throw it a little sooner than he wanted to and chucked it over his head.
And as an offensive lineman too, that's a really difficult play to go through because you held him out, and you're expecting Billy to let it go, and all of a sudden he's still scrambling. So you got to know to block until you hear the whistle, but that doesn't always happen, Armin.
No.
All right, first punting situation of the game for the cause. It's going to be number 1, Parker Stone formation. Looks like they're needing one more player here on the punt team.
They can call timeout.
Braxton and Brady back for the Tigers.
Yeah.
Oh, now that is
He'll delay a game.
You get the punting team on the field.
And last year, Parker Stone ended up doing a nice job with the punts that he had.
Yes, he did.
One man back deep.
Nice kick, gonna get a roll.
Gets the angle.
What a great job. Now that's one thing I would tell Dawson. He came down, he touched the ball, and he took off. The ball's rolling around a little bit. That's still a live ball until that whistle goes. So, and not only that, the advantage then goes to the offensive team because all they got to do is pick it up. They can take it anywhere, drop it, and then get it back where we touched it.
So you need to just pick it up.
Pick it up and take it with you.
That's not that big a deal because it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, it only takes once.
Well, there's so many. I'm serious. There are so many officials that don't even allow that. They don't see that as part of the play anymore. And I used to teach kids to do that, and they never got the opportunity.
Well, here we go.
All right, 1st and 10. Ball setting at the 29. Number 34.
A little bit of confusion. Oh, need a football.
Caden Stone still at quarterback. Number 8, Abrams at the running back position behind him.
Number 54 for the cause, Caleb Ellison.
All right.
Playing that tackle spot, getting a little bit of experience.
Stone takes a snap. Option play again. Looks to cut up. Has some room. Nice run by number 34, Caden Stones. Going to have a 1st down.
Thad Hurd on the tackle.
That's one of those things.
That's Thad Metcalf. I'm sorry.
It's one of those things where when they run that option like that, if the defense flows to the outside and quarterback made a good decision, planted his outside foot, cut back to the middle, and just beat the linebacker to the spot. So.
A few good things have happened to Jeff West Tigers here recently.
Yeah. Cause got to keep that intensity up.
Yeah. And that's awfully hard to do sometimes.
All right, 1st and 10. Give this time.
No place to go there.
So that's shut down.
Yeah, that's the whole interior line.
I tell you, the interior line, the inside linebackers, and an outside linebacker came in and cleaned up. I can't even see who was on the bottom of the pile. Metcalf, maybe? Hard to say.
Number 75, Urban checking back into the game for Perry Lecompton.
Gain of about a yard, going to bring up 2nd down along 9.
So Urban, Monaghan, and who up front?
15, Hunter Hess, the speedster out on the end.
Yeah, we like that. Speed everywhere. And the Cause are quick off the ball, too, both sides of the
they are.
Of the line of scrimmage, so.
Number 3, Boxerman, good athlete, down at the bottom of your screen in the wide out position. Stones takes a snap. He's going to give.
Oh, right there. Right there. He got wrapped up. Who was that? Rob, 58?
Yeah.
And he just put his arms around his chest and just rode him down.
27, Jackson Folks.
That stuff happens so quick sometimes. You wonder what happened. Where'd he come from?
Loss of 1 on the play. 3rd down and 11 now for the Tigers.
Probably going to see another pass. Maybe not, but.
If I'm the defensive secondary, I'm hoping so.
All right, Stones takes a snap. He's got a little option play out here. Pitches late.
Oh, nice cover.
And I tell you, that's a good hard run by Abrams, but 58, Hayden Robb, Brad Robb, number 2, all out there to make that play. Thad Metcalf, number 26, in on that.
Yeah. So the Cause playing tough defense. It's hard to get some yardage on them. Brings up that magical 4th down again, so the Cause will get their hands on the ball again.
26, Thad Metcalf, number 10, Dawson Williams, back deep to receive the punt.
Reich and Rush coming in.
Number 30, Hunter Porter is going to be the punter for the Tigers. Tigers
have to call a timeout
here. Didn't have the formation set up right. So if they're taking the, we'll take a short break here also. We'll be back.
Experience counts at McRae Lumber. Some of those box store employees weren't even born yet when most of the McRae crew were already experts. And today all of them are the cream of the crop when it comes to smarts. Your building project is important. You want the best advice, not somebody's best guess. So do it the McRae way. Come see us just east of downtown Topeka on 4th Street. You might run into somebody you know. McRae Lumber, the building supplier that supplies more than building materials. We deliver dreams done right.
All right, here we come back. 8:04 remaining in the second quarter. Again, cause up 21-0 on the Jeff West Tigers. Punting formation for Jeff West. Now it's just going to be Metcalf back deep for the cause, so only one man back. So cause may bring a little pressure here, fellas.
Yeah, they did last time.
We come again up the middle. Corner gets this away. It's going to take a Jeff West bounce, tumbling.
So look forward to that. See what the cause can do here on offense. Armin so far like the play calling on the offense. The decisions of run, pass.
Almost everything we've tried has shown real promise or extreme success.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. They just don't have the manpower out there right now, and they're slow to get out, and we're going to snap the ball before they're done running to the spot.
Two receivers each side of the formation for Welch, the quarterback. Metcalf lined up behind Welch.
You know, the truth is, as much as I'm like anybody else, I love the pass. I love the throw it downfield, throw that screen pass out in the open field. But I like to see some runs here.
That was a nice little counter.
That's what you want right there.
A couple of linemen pulling, and they're working their tails off again.
Braden Abrams on that tackle, number 8. This is kind of that mid-second quarter, I don't know, lull, whatever.
Well, let's hope it's not a lull too much longer. Let's get this thing going
Metcalf
here.
again in the backfield. Hess goes in motion to the left side, comes set. Give again to Metcalf, left side for him. Bounces it to the outside, picks
He's
up
gone.
a block from Dawson Williams. Got one man to beat. Metcalf down the sideline. He beats him. He's in for the touchdown. Harry Lecompton.
So much for the lull.
Wow, I'll tell you, that is just explosive. And it wasn't anything fancy. It was just all blocking up front. It's just that almost a misdirection play as he comes back on it. But there was a hole there. Offensive line goes to work again. Got to love the Hogs.
61-yard
sorry,
run.
old term, I'm sorry.
I know.
How far was that, JB?
61.
Dang. Kid doesn't even look like he's winded.
27-0, extra point pending here. Makes her through again. All right, 4 for 4.
The young Elliott kid makes it look good, easy. So the cause hitting on all cylinders tonight, both sides of the line of scrimmage.
This is a. I did not expect this game here. I did expect to see some fireworks, but probably both ways, a little bit more defense, both sides.
Well, I guess I thought after reading all the preseason hype and comments from coaches and reading local newspapers and things that Jeff West is going to be a little bit more tough on the line of scrimmage offensively and just beat us to death.
And run over you.
Yeah, but I think we also saw that, and we stunted right away. Remember those first 3 or 4 plays we stunted?
Yes.
They were on their heels, and they've been on their heels the rest of the night. So good defensive ploy coming from Coach Swafford, the defensive coach. Appreciate those type of things, and that's all scouting and thinking about the ball game. What are we going to do to not let them do that to us? And he found the answer right away.
Yep.
Certainly worked.
Yep.
Yeah, so far everything you dialed up has worked. I call it, again, out of 1, 2, 3, or 5 possessions, 1 punt, the rest all resulted in a touchdown.
5 for 6, huh?
That's what you want.
I have to talk to Caleb Denton about that.
Yeah.
I was talking to Caleb this morning. I said, Caleb, 5, 6 touchdowns the first half. Take the pressure off the defense, and they hold them scoreless. We got ourselves a ball game.
Tell him.
Yeah, I always tell him that. He just laughs at me. That's okay. But that's exactly what they have done tonight. Both sides. I'm just so impressed with the cause for. This does not look like their first game. No. It just doesn't.
No, but again, I mean, I think that's what happens when you walk in virtually with the same team you had last year, and the kids that are replacement players, so to speak, got a lot of playing time last year to boot.
Did. Yep.
Very experienced, very mature team.
All right, here comes Brad Robb's kick. Pushed it in the air. Nice high kick. Going to be filled at about the 22-yard line.
Oh.
I'll tell you what.
Left side.
And the outside coverage stepped in again. Didn't take much. They're going to learn some lessons tonight.
You know, if you had to grade everything so far today, you'd grade just about everything that this call team's done in that B+, A-, A, but not necessarily the kickoff team.
Yeah.
Kickoff coverage has not been great.
They've let a couple up on that. They don't have any problem come down the middle. We got lots of bodies in there, but that outside coverage, just a few mistakes. They'll get those fixed. You do most of your improvement between.
And this, again, early on in the season, something we typically see is cramps.
Yeah.
And I think Brad's going to battle those there for a little bit.
Didn't even. Well, each team has a certified trainer on their sideline, and so I don't know where their gal's from, but we get a lot of ours out of Washburn or Emporia. I'm not sure where we're getting them from now.
I think this one's from Washburn.
Is it Washburn?
This year.
Okay. Well, they're highly trained anymore. That's their specialty. And we are glad to have them on the sideline, I'll tell you.
Guys in the game.
Well, he looks good in a uniform, guys.
Yeah.
I think he's going to help the team
He's a
this
big
year.
fella.
You bet. I like seeing that. Ham Quarries provides quality finished limestone products that are required by the Kansas economy. For over 70 years, Ham has been a reliable producer of construction aggregates and used in concrete, asphalt paving, foundation for building pads and homes. They have literally covered thousands of miles in county and township roads. Do you have a rock or gravel driveway too rough for your car? Let Ham help you find the type of rock material that is best suited for your drive. They can even help you calculate the amount of rock covering needed for your project right over the phone. So let's help that driveway get smooth again. You can connect through the company's website at nrham.com or give the Ham Company a call at 785. The ball, 3 receivers left side. Corner blitz coming from Folks. Stones gets away. Flag going down the backfield. It's going to be number 25, Beasler, taking down Stones after he picks up about 8 on that. Let's see what the official
Who was
calls.
that put the heat out? Was that Jackson, Folks?
Yeah, Jackson. Jackson or Metcalf, one of the two, came from the blitz off the corner, off that left side.
Well, Jackson, I didn't know you had that type of quickness, brother. That's a nice job out there. So Jeff West shoots themselves in the foot.
To teach the roll.
That's a 15-yard penalty from the spot. Is that what that is, Armin?
No, I didn't know that. I know it's considered to be a major penalty.
That was. It's going to be 1st and 31 now. Stones rolling to the right, looking downfield, has a man in the middle, throws a little behind him. That pass falls incomplete, intended for number 21 for Jeff West.
Gunner Ball was out there on defensive stance.
Good to see him out this year.
Yeah.
Good athlete.
I was a little disappointed not to see him last year, but I guess he ran cross country, so he was still working.
He sure was.
Well, I still like the intensity of the defense, even though they got some substitutes in there. They're still flowing to the ball. That was a hard ball to complete, throwing back against the grain, Armin. So good coverage by the Cause, actually.
All right, 2nd down and 31. Stones and Abram in the backfield. Stone's going to keep it to get up the middle. That down. Number 75, Urban.
Sean's excited about that. I think he just planted a tiger. That's a lot of fun to do that type of stuff. But he came popping up pretty quickly. Oh, here comes Josh with our sideline camera over there. That was a lot of fun to watch some of those on the screen. I don't know how many of those you folks got to see at home, but
good angles.
In a different view. So Jeff West, 3rd down and 31, JB.
Yeah, 3rd and long.
What do you call for that? What play would you call on 3rd and 31?
The play they've had
Miracle.
Success with was that screen play.
Yeah.
I mean, if me, that's probably what I'd try to dial up. But
either that or you got to run the option and hope to pick up 10, 15 yards and help yourself out kicking the ball.
Looks like Beasler and Rob on the defense getting ready to show some pressure. Now they back off. Flag coming in from the backfield.
That's going to be a delay game. Yep.
Much time.
Yep. Well, they're a little unorganized, and you can tell by their body language. It's not a lot of fun out there right now.
Well, when you're down like this at home, 28 zip.
Yep.
Takes a lot of fun out of it.
Yeah, it sure does. But that's what you got to learn in athletics. You just got to keep fighting because you never know. Football's a funny game. That ball bounces funnily. Oh, didn't get that out of my mouth, did I?
That's correct.
Well,
you're not language arts.
Yeah.
All right, 3rd and 36 now after that penalty stepped off.
I think I'm laying back and waiting.
Yeah, Stone's going to keep it to the right side, has some room. Dawson Williams out there.
Big Steve's on the play, gets the ball out of
Along with number 20, I think that was 25, Beasler, 26, who comes.
Actually, I like the play call on that. I mean, he had got some yardage out there, got him kind of out of the shadow of their end zone, and didn't have to put the ball in the air.
He's their most consistent runner right now, the
exactly
most
right.
consistent offensive threat, and that's what you do with it.
Yeah.
4:50 when the clock is running here in this second quarter. Thad Metcalf, Dawson Williams back deep to the punt.
That Metcalf back for the calls.
High snap, short punt, end over end. I'll let that one die right there.
All right.
I'm not sure what happened, but
I think he thought the ball was touched, hit somebody in the back or something.
Yeah,
down here.
Yeah.
It hit a Jeff West player. I don't think it hit a fairly Lecompton player.
Okay.
Well, wherever it hit the Jeff West player is where it should be downed.
Yeah. Cause have great field possession, fellas. Oh my gosh, it's on their side of the 50-yard line, and 4.5 minutes left to go before halftime.
I think Coach Johnson from Jeff West here is going to want to get into the halftime and make some changes and see if he can't
regroup,
salvage something.
Yep. They gotta learn and grow from this.
All right, it's going to be Hess, Quinlan, and Stone to the right. Dawson Williams all alone to the top of the screen. Welch is going to look for him in the fade down the sideline. Has him open if he wants him. Dawson Williams catches that and takes it in for the touchdown. One play.
Oh, my. I don't know which was more fun to watch, the receiver breaking for 3 or Billy Welch putting that ball up in the air and letting him run under it.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
You know, not everybody can do that. I mean, even last year, Billy could do it, but he does it better this year.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
He's a threat. I know Mike was saying that at Washburn, the Washburn coaches were looking at him, and they said, gosh, kid has grown since the last time we looked at him. He said, well, yeah, he's bigger, stronger, faster, and he made some pretty good throws during their one or two sessions of 7-on-7 this year.
Yeah, he can really pull away from the defenders, no doubt about that. High snap. Folks gets it down, kick is up, and it looks like it's through.
The kid is 5 for 5, JB.
Hey, not
all
bad.
that work this summer is paying off in the first game.
Yes, it has.
One more extra point equals a touchdown.
The Easton Elliott Show. Nice job, Easton.
I tell you, this team is fun to watch. You talked about Welch throwing that down the sideline. If you folks go back and watch this on YouTube, you can see when Billy Welch puts that up, Dawson Williams just pulls away.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's got some speed and had some nice hands on it and all sorts of good stuff.
Yeah, this is a fun one to watch.
Yeah.
You know, we've talked a lot too about early on, are we going to get a chance at this season or not? Again, it doesn't take long to realize it's a pretty special team for the cause this year.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and this is one of those teams that it's a once in a lifetime deal, even for Coach Paramore. I mean, maybe not once in a lifetime, but very rarely do you get this kind of a team. In fact, these guys, when they were much younger, they won the Toy Bowl back in whenever that was, and even then there were people that were telling them they're going to be champions. Well, they are champions, but whether they get the chance to show it this year, I don't know.
That's going to be the hard part, because again, it's going to be a situation where it's going to be week to week because of this virus situation we're going through, and again, we cannot encourage people enough to use the social distance, do whatever you can. We've been very fortunate right now at Perry Lecompton to keep the coronavirus at bay, and we certainly need to do that to keep this season and this school year going. It's nice to see all the kids back in class too. I think, Mark, you would attest to that.
Oh, I'll tell you, as a teacher, when we were in yellow, having the kids in my classroom once a week was not a lot of fun.
No.
And having them every day in school 3 days a week for the block classes, just having a blast with the kids this year. Just love them. Seniors, sophomores, just love my classes. Love the kids.
All right, Brad Robb set to kick and gets a nice kickoff down here. Going to be fielded right at the 15-yard line. Return's going to try to go to the right. It's number 25. He's taken down, covered up. Nice coverage that time. Looks like that was number 32. I think that's Jackson Payne. Jackson Payne standing in his lane and doing it the way you're supposed to.
Jackson's a nice little athlete out there for us. He got some experience last year, and I think we'll see more and more of him as the year goes along.
No, I don't doubt that a bit.
Good
Jackson's an athlete.
Yep. And pretty hard-nosed kid.
Yeah.
So here go the Cause on defense. Some kids out there playing. Braden Lochner, a sophomore, number 66, out there on the field.
Yeah.
As is Jeremiah Monroe. Can't see the other down lineman.
Urban number 75 and number 68.
Cameron Jeter.
Cameron Jeter on the
Jeter playing a little defense.
Left.
He says, I'm liking this.
Motion man coming across the field, little flip pass. Thad Metcalf gets out there to turn it inside, and there the Cause come with the defense.
I tell you, that offense got that out there in a hurry, Armin. I mean, that was quick. They did a nice job, but guess what? The Cause defense was quicker. Amazing. I mean, it really is amazing to me. They get out there in a hurry.
Actually, we see a huge amount of speed both sides of this ball.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Speed kills, as they say. I like it.
This is the 7th possession of the half for Jeff West.
Yeah.
This time a little trap play up the middle. Got some nice hard run there by the Jeff West running back, 23.
Well, misdirection. We haven't actually seen much of that by the Jeff West offense. They've been coming at you pretty straight on, and all of a sudden we get that kind of a trap up the inside, and boom, linebackers took that influence step, and once you go there, you can't get back real quickly.
I think they picked up their second first down of the half. First and 10, 3:13 remaining here in the second quarter. Two receivers to the right, three to the right, one to the left for the Tigers. Quarterback keeper up the middle.
Well, he was again.
That was Stones.
He was hitting the backfield and then just kind of dragged forward. But my goodness.
And you've said this several times. Our defensive line has done quite a good job.
Yeah. And we've got some
stopping the offense.
We got some substitutes in there right now too, and they're doing well. They're doing well. But that's what you want to do this stage of the game. You want to get your second line kids there and let them get a little experience. And if the other team scores, it's not that big a deal other than pride.
2nd and 9 coming up.
Got number 11, Seth Cooksey in there.
Might be Abrams running the option this time. Cuts it up, tries to cut back, and nowhere to go there. Jackson Folks, number 62, Jeremiah Monroe. And number 27, that's Jackson there. Call a timeout. 2:22 remaining and 3rd down coming up.
Wesley Madigan and Jeremiah Monroe on the stop. Timeout on the field.
Yeah, Monroe is a big man.
Yeah, he's a big kid. I don't know what he's listed at, but let's see, where is he? 6'5", who is he, 300? Are you kidding me?
Really?
Yeah, and he
Jeremiah.
Pretty good.
He did not look 300. Holy cow, he looks more like 240, 250, but on that big frame, I guess. My goodness, he's put together. And, literally, the kids were telling me today, I guess I hadn't really paid much attention, but this is only his 2nd year of organized football.
Yeah, that's what I heard today, too.
He's doing well. He's doing well.
Well, he's a fast learner.
I guess so. Well, he did well last year for a freshman. He got thrown in there sometimes out of necessity to give some people some break. And he got a lot of experience last year, particularly on the defensive side.
Just being big or just being fast doesn't guarantee you can be a good football player.
Yeah.
What we've seen today, this kid's
he's doing well.
Doing the job.
He actually did pretty well against the big kids on their side. He wasn't matched up on a man-to-man, but the kid was on that side, and I thought he and Hayden handled that pressure pretty well beginning of the ball game. Because that's what they were counting on, that big defensive front, and they didn't do much.
All right, here we go. 2:22, 3rd down.
3rd down and 6.
Two receivers and a tight end to the right. Stones comes back, has some pressure. Folks just misses a sack. Jeter has pressure now.
Oh, Jeter's got him wrapped up.
Oh,
Folks come back.
I'll tell you, Quarterback held the ball a little too long there. He could have thrown that away. Maybe.
Well, it was nice to see the pressure on the outside right away, but Jeter also sprinted to the outside and just wrapped him up, and that was a quick turnaround by him going the different direction.
Good pursuit.
Oh, yeah, that was.
He did a nice job.
Was that, would you say it was Folks out there on the pressure?
Yeah. Jackson messed him and would have had him for a deep sack, and Jeter finished him off.
He's in there like a bolt of lightning.
He was.
And give him a nickname.
A lot of times, a kid comes by, near miss, and boom, quarterback's wide open.
Yeah.
He can do whatever he wants to do.
Yeah.
Now, Cameron Jeter sucked him up.
Well, it called another timeout, and maybe looking to get that ball gap, see if we can get one more score out there. So use that clock to our advantage with 2:12 left in the first half. Calls up huge, 5 touchdowns, 35-0. Have played well offensively and defensively, Armin.
Yeah. I see the big kid down here, 77, Sally. He's walking around a little bit better.
Yeah, he's got more ice on
him.
I thought it was lower, but they're not.
He does look.
I was commenting to Armin a couple minutes ago, JB. We had that end zone shot on the screen there. We've got an iPad up here hooked to the camera so we can see it once in a while if we happen to think about it. You guys at home are getting a couple of different shots this year, end zone, sideline, and this view that you're seeing right now. So using some technology, there's the end zone shot for you. Gives you a different perspective about what the defense sees.
Hey, we're stepping right up there with ESPN, fellas.
Yeah, there you go.
Hold our own. High snap. Ooh. Punter gets it off. Metcalf kind of filled it on the run, and he's got some room.
Oh, he got
bouncing around and then taken down. Takes it across the 50-yard line, down to the 46.
He's got a little jitterbug in him.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And again, that's nice to see. Nice that no remnants of that injury from last year.
Yeah. Yeah, he took the winter to recover in spring, and had we've had a track team, he may have tried running track. I don't know, but that was not to be. Cause on offense.
Yeah. 2-minute drill here for the Cause. 3 receivers to the right. Dawson Williams all alone to the left, the top of your screen. Metcalf lined up behind Welch, the quarterback. Here's the snap. Welch looking to throw. Has some time. Throws to his left under pressure. Welch gets away to the left side. Down the sideline. Going to step out of bounds after he picks up the first down.
Billy Welch showing the scramble, huh?
I tell you, William Welch is quite the kid.
Yeah.
Billy the Kid.
Yeah.
We need a little Chris Berman on that, a little whoop, 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 because that's what he was doing, huh? Clock stopped, 1:51. Welch turns and gives to Metcalf. Metcalf looking to bounce to the outside. He's got some. He has the corner. Metcalf to the corner of the end zone for another Perry Lecompton touchdown.
Speed kills, but the Cause of
got a man
player down.
It
must be a cramp. I think he is looking
at
it.
It's a cramp. Yeah,
it's a cramp. And I can't tell who it is from here. I'm just going to push that toe up.
I think Welch is going to help out as a trainer here right now. He can just do it all. Trying to see who's down with that leg cramp.
Well, it'll be interesting to see the stats. I've lost track of how many touchdown passes we've had and how many touchdown runs we've had tonight. But there's been
that high?
It's been, what's it? We got 6 of them now. Gee, many Christmas. Yeah. Wow! Explosive. That's the only word that can describe it. Explosive. It could be first down and 80 yards, and we're still a threat. You got to watch out.
I think that was Hayden.
I thought it was Hayden.
Yeah.
This is one of those
up
games.
again as before he gets to the sideline.
This is getting to be one of those games that
early on
you get it gets to a point where you kind of lose your focus too.
Yeah,
it's easy to get hurt in something like that.
Yep. Well, I would imagine third quarter we'll see the varsity out there pretty much, and after that we'll start subbing in kind of liberally, get the young kids some experience, and then also get the varsity a little bit better game shape.
Might try some things that we haven't been able to do so far, see what we can do.
Yeah.
Not going to show any more of our offense, though, I don't believe.
I don't think so. But if you're a defensive coach, you got something to worry about against playing the Cause.
Oh, low snap, ball gets down.
He got it up, too.
Yep. Went wide left on that one.
Oh, it did go wide. I thought
that came in. Yeah, I missed that too.
Well,
low snap, but Easton Elliott is, what is that, 5 for 6 tonight?
5 for 6.
Yeah.
And, you know, you can be forgiven easily for missing a snap, when the ball isn't down right.
Yep.
That's hard to do. You ever do that? You ever try kicking?
I have not kicked field goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do that after practice with my teams.
Mm-hmm.
We'd go out and sometimes just tee it up, and it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
If you just tee it up and you don't have to worry about a hold or anything, you can nail that kick from a long ways.
Yeah.
Bullets fly at you. It's a little different, though, right?
Yes, it's a lot different. Man.
Well, speaking of bullets, the cars have been loaded tonight.
They have.
Wow. I would hate to be the defensive coach preparing for us in the upcoming games.
Who we play next week?
We play Hiawatha next week at home. So.
Well, in the last couple of years, Hiawatha certainly had its problems. So.
Yeah, they have. But you never know.
No.
In a school that size, you get a small group of athletes coming through, and they're good for 1 or 2 years, and then, you just never know.
All right, another kickoff here with 1:42 left in the half. Brad Robb tees it up at the 40.
Carson Brady and Samuel Blockson and deep near the Tigers. It's kickoff time.
And here's the kick. It'll be a short kick, filled it at the 25 by an up back.
Yep, lots of bodies inside, just where you need them. Funnel them there, take them down.
Guys, we called a couple of timeouts to get to the 2-minute drill for the 2 minutes, and it took us less than a minute.
30 seconds.
Yeah, didn't take long. So the call's on defense with 1 minute and 37 seconds left in the first half. A few people in there that haven't played much earlier tonight. Riken rushing in at linebacker. He's a pretty decent backup right there.
Caleb Ellis.
Okay.
Caleb Ellis.
54.
Ellis in at the tackle position. A little early jump there. Give to Abrams. He's got some room on this side. Flag coming in.
Thad Metcalf and company.
That must be on the Tigers because we got a reaction over there.
Brad Robb out there. Jeff West has had more than their fair share of penalties in the first half. A bunch of them procedural, and a couple of holdings and illegal blocks. It's a holding on that one. Take them back a few steps.
Yeah, most of the cause miscues were relatively early.
Yeah,
we
motion penalties.
Too many recently.
First 2 plays, I think, were motion penalties, weren't they?
They were.
I think we scored a touchdown in that series anyway.
We did.
Yeah, we've only punted the one time.
Yes.
So.
First down at 20.
Three receivers to the right. Here comes the pressure on the outside.
Oh, gosh.
Jackson Folks knifing
again.
into that backfield.
He's gotten to time that extremely well. I don't know if they're varying their cadence any.
I was just thinking, if I'm the quarterback and I see that coming, you just don't say anything, let him come across. But inexperience at that quarterback spot maybe has hurt them tonight.
That's very possible.
Yeah, 'cause that is a missile coming out.
He's gotten to the point he's there almost immediately.
Well, the call defense has stunted often and quickly. A lot of different formations. They've just come at us. That obviously has been the game plan tonight.
Well, I always love doing that, but there's so many bad things that can happen if the wrong thing gets done at the wrong time. So, but they make good decisions.
Stones and Abrams in the backfield here again. Give to Abrams. He's going to try to get to the corner. Puts his head down. A few yards out of that. Number 26, Thad Metcalf, made first contact with him on that sideline.
And that will be the last play probably of this half.
So merciful for Jeff West. The first quarter comes to a slow grinding halt. Calls up 41-0.
That's right. And we'll take a break, try to get some stats for you. Get a few words in from our sponsors. And we'll be back for the start of the second half here in about 15 to 20 minutes. Ham Quarries provides quality finished limestone products that are required by the Kansas economy. For over 70 years, Ham has been a reliable producer of construction aggregates and used in concrete, asphalt paving, foundation for building pads and homes. They have literally covered thousands of miles in county and township roads. Do you have a rock or gravel driveway too rough for your car? Let Ham help you find the type of rock material that is best suited for your drive. They can even help you calculate the amount of rock covering needed for your project right over the phone. So let's help that driveway get smooth again. You can connect through the company's website at nrham.com or give the Ham Company a call at 785-597-5111. USD 343 Live Media Stream is brought to you by Ham Company, a strong employer in Jefferson County for 75 years, providing service in waste management, asphalt, road construction, and quarries. Ham McRae Lumber, with 2 convenient locations in Topeka and Lawrence. Be sure to call R.J. Brown at the Lawrence location or Travis Daniels at the Topeka location for all of your home improvement needs. And First State Bank and Trust, your local full-service bank with hometown pride. Let the friendly staff help you with loans, savings, and checking. And Shelter Insurance. They are your shield. Community bank serving the locations throughout northeast Kansas. Those locations are Perry. Are you looking to purchase a new vehicle, or better yet, to purchase a vehicle charged directly from your 751?
Examples that you can solutions for all your building needs. From new construction to remodel. McRae Lumber in Lawrence.
America is now included with your auto policy. We'll take care of you.
About Shelter's roadside assistance.
Ham Quarries provides construction aggregates and used in concrete, asphalt paving, foundation for building pads and homes. They have literal material that is best suited for your drive.
Hi everybody, welcome to the call preview. This is Mark Armstrong with Mike Paramore, head football coach this evening. We're going to talk a little bit about fall activities, particularly football, as we start off on yet another season of the call preview where we bring you inside information about what's going on in our activities at school. Mike, welcome back to the show. This is what, your 20th year as the head football coach?
20th year.
20th year, man, that's a big mark, a long time. You had a lot of success here. And no discussion of this year would really be complete without a reflection a little bit on last year as far as all the success the team had, finishing second in the state, and what a march it was going to that. So what overall effect do you think that's had upon the kids and the communities, and how do we use that as a springboard into this season?
It was fun to watch that group last year. You know, we knew we had some talent, but it was unproven, and we were replacing a big senior class previously from that. And it took us a while to get going, but then we got on that stretch late in the season. We won 6 straight, started really playing well, got hot. Then you make that run deep, and it was a lot of fun to see, and the support from the community and getting behind what the program was doing. It was just a good time for Lecompton football. And with that, you know, that experience we'll take forward into this year. Those guys have played in big game situations. They're pretty battle tested, and so that opportunity that they had to play in last year should carry over this year.
Yeah, it's kind of exciting to think about. I know expectations are high amongst the kids themselves this year to do well. So as we talk about this year, you know, there's a lot of hype going to the offensive personnel, the talent that we've got there, but quite honestly, and looking at some of the other things, I think the defense could be really one of the stronger points of the team also. A lot of folks back there, and what do you expect out of that defense, and who do you think is going to anchor the big part of that share?
Yeah, you know, both sides of the ball got a lot of starters back, a lot of guys that have done good things. You know, defensively, I think really good looking group right now, running the football really well, really disciplined in assignments, what they're doing. A physical group that takes pride in getting off the field, creating turnovers, being physical in what they do. You know, a good defense usually starts with your inside linebackers, and with Riley Beasler and Hayden Robb in there, both those guys 100+ tacklers. We got great speed on the edge. You know, we got to shore up the defensive line a little bit. We're a little thin there, got hit. But again, a great group, and they run the football, and they love the physicality of the game.
That's the nature of the game on defense. You be physical, you can play with a lot of people, and as the early season goes along, you build that depth and hope you have some success and people gain experience, and we go from there. So that makes it kind of interesting as a coach. I know I always used to tell Coach Swafford, you know, if the defense throws a shutout, you ain't going to lose. Not to put any pressure on the defense for this year, but I know offensively we have a lot of talent, and we've got a quarterback that can throw the ball. We've got some receivers that can go run and get it. Presents a lot of problems for the folks that we're facing. So what are your anticipation for this year on offense? So what do you think is going to be the highlights for us?
I think, again, same as we talk about defense, a lot of returners, a lot of guys that have been in the battle and are playmakers. I think that's the biggest thing you see. Again, we've gotten faster, they've gotten bigger, they've grown up. I think with our offense, a lot of versatility. You know, we're going to be able to take what's presented to us. We can run the football if that's what's needed. We can throw the football. I think formation-wise, we can get some people in some bad situations, and then just us doing a good job of getting the ball in playmakers' hands and letting them go do what they do. You know, that's nothing scientific about that. You know, playmakers make plays, and we got to figure out a way to get them the ball and do it as well schemed as we can.
And then it's all about matchups from that point. I know you guys do a good job of getting the defense to shift over and get one-on-one coverage here and maybe something someplace else, and you take advantage of those situations. I've always admired you for being able to set those things up and get the offensive going. I know this season we start out on the road with Jeff West, and we have 3 conference games this year right off the bat? Right off the bat, first 3. Yes. So why don't you tell the folks who we've got coming up, and then lead us on through the schedule if you've got to memorize it just yet.
Hey, we opened at Jeff West, and you know, that's a good opener for us, a chance to go over there. And you know, we didn't play very well last year. A really good football team from Jeff West, and you know, the rivalry game, those are great to play in. So for us to start that way, they'll definitely have our attention and ready to go rumble for the rock and see if we can bring that thing back home. Then we get our home opener with Hiawatha. It's been a few years since we played them. They rolled off our schedule. Now they're back in. And then week 3, we go on the road to Holton, a rematch from the second round playoff game. And they bring back a good group too. So that's going to be a good early season test for us to see where we're at. From there, we roll into the district schedule. On our district schedule, we got Casey Ward, we've got Baldwin, we got Osawatomie, all pointing towards that rematch with Hayden again. And then also in there, Santa Fe Trail.
Okay, so the district play is now a common thing. We have 6 opponents in there. Once in a while we get a conference full, but this year more non-conference teams, and of course the big rivalry game that's become with Hayden, so we'll look forward to all those things. Well, Mike, any other comments you want to make before we just move on and go back to get done with the halftime show and go back to the game?
Well, it's good to just get back to some normalcy. And you know, it's been an anxious summer of what's going to go on, if we're going to play, if we're not going to play, what it's going to look like. You know, our kids have handled it real well. And within that, you know, our summer's usually been pretty busy. We usually go to a team camp. We're involved in 7-on-7, do a jamboree, a lot of things going on. Those things were all absent this summer other than 2 nights of 7-on-7. So it's a good time to have a veteran crew back because, you know, they still would have made that progress, but having the experience that they already have, we don't feel like we're as far behind as we would have been if we wouldn't have had those opportunities in the summer. A great group to work with. Looking forward to a big senior season for those guys. I know their aspirations are very high. We got good numbers out for football. We're at 50 guys right now, so looking forward to a great season.
That's good. Well, Mike, I want to thank you for showing up this evening, and wish you all luck in the world, and we'll be there to support you on Friday nights, and that'll be it for tonight, and we'll take it back up to you guys in the booth for the second half of the game. Thanks a lot, Mike.
Absolutely.
Are you looking for a great way to support Perry Lecompton activities and promote your company? Advertising with the Perry Lecompton activity programs is a great way to do both. Our sponsor advertising packages begin at $250 for sport-specific advertising banners, and we also have sport packages available for advertising in all activities, including scoreboard ads, gymnasium magnets, and video commercials on our live streams. If you'd like more information on our sponsor packages, please contact PLHS Athletic Director Mike Paramore at 785-597-5124 or by email at mparamore@usd343.org.
You've got ideas, making plans, ready to turn that house into home sweeter home. Why not do it best with McRae Lumber? The best materials and the best people to provide solutions for any size project, from concept to completion. We're just east of downtown Topeka on 4th Street, but our trucks are all over Northeast Kansas because more and more people are doing things the McRae way. McRae Lumber, the building supplier that supplies more than building materials. We deliver dreams done right.
All right, here we are back, getting ready to start the second half. Now, guys, you've done some research on stats and maybe have some scores for us. What are you coming up with over there?
Well, I would just say that it was probably Pat Winchester did all the research, but we did look the stats over. Go ahead, Mark.
No, go ahead. Pick one and I'll pick one. So,
well, one of the things that I thought was impressive about this first half, and you and I just talked, the Cause had 7 stats.
Pretty efficient, especially since it's the first game of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, Quinlan had 2 of those touchdown passes. He caught 3 touchdown play.
And, you know, you got Metcalf with two catches for 62 yards, Stone 1 for 28. Did he throw anything under 28 yards?
I don't know. I tell you, we have some weapons, and they are quick striking. So, but also kudos to the offensive line for allowing those things, and the defense was lights out, just tough. Armin not only pitching a shutout, but a total of 48 yards. Oh, what do you tell the defense at halftime?
Do it again.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's right. Yeah, JB, thanks. So it's been a fun game to watch for the Caw fans. Maybe not so fun for the Jeff West fans, but we're here on enemy territory, so to speak, and so that's what you like to do. We've had just here that Josh Woodward found for us in the Big 7 in our area. Number 4, Holton is leading state championship game. I remember talking to the Centralia coach after the scrimmage a little bit, and he was kind of downhearted and said, "What do you look for there?"
And then who knows? Still might pull something out of the hat. I don't think we're going to show any trick plays, though, do you? What about you? What do you think we're going to see?
I think about the same thing. I think we'll see the starters for the majority of the third quarter, and we'll substitute a player in here and there. And by the fourth quarter, we'll let the JV guys go out there sometime and play a little bit. JB?
Hey, I got one for you. For those football fans, Derby's had a pretty good program going for a while. Just got a score in on that. Mill Valley, it's not too bad themselves, up on Derby 35-7 at half.
Well, Mill Valley is ranked number 1 in their class, so that's. I mean,
Derby was too in 6A.
Ouch.
Is that right?
Never mind.
5A, 6A. Yeah, that's right, Pat. You could be a situation because some kids out sick right now, but. All right, here we go, getting ready to kick off this second half. Again, your score here at Jeff West, 41-0. It's been all Cause in the first half of play.
Fun to watch.
I would expect to see something new from Jeff West here.
Yeah.
They're going to have to try to pull something out of the hat. I mean, I think they need to prove to themselves they can play football with these Perry Caws, and we'll see.
All right, here we go. Second half kickoff. It's going to be number 3. That's Boxterman set to kick off for the Tigers. Back deep for the Cause. Looks like that's going to be number 10, Dawson Williams, the speedster. Metcalf, 26, is going to pick it up, looking down the left sideline. Metcalf has a seam. Takes it out to the 40. Good return flag coming in from the back.
Actually, I think there's 2 of them. Yeah, there's the other one.
Typically, we've got blocking problems from that spot. I would think holding,
Yep. Holding on the cause.
Yeah, you know, special teams, at least the kickoff return teams have probably had the most problems of this call team so far this year.
See where we spot this at. Look, it's going to be inside the 25, down to about the 24. So that's where Cause will start out this second half. In pistol formation, 3 receiver set to the right. One to the left, it's going to be Dawson Williams, the bottom of your screen. Welch takes the ball, going to give to Metcalf. Metcalf bouncing it to the right side. Be uphanded for a short gain to no gain there on that first down play.
Yeah, and see, there's one of those things. He could have cut it up earlier. He'd have gotten 3-4 yards, probably. But I think that's what happens, your mentality. You see the big play every time, and it's happened so far.
And that's why we run that play,
that's
too,
right.
to make them realize that you aren't going to get 40 yards on every run or whatever the case might be. Sometimes you just going to have to bang it up in there and get what you get.
That's right.
In pistol formation for Perry Lecompton. That's number 9, Welch, the quarterback. He's setting Dawson Williams out a little bit wider on this far side. Motion coming. Going to give to Metcalf. Metcalf breaks it across the middle. Crosses the seam now. Picks up some nice blocks. Metcalf takes it up for about a 15-yard gain and a Perry Lecompton first down.
And that was good blocking at the point of attack, and then Metcalf did a great job of making cuts.
Urban down on the field. Hopefully it's just a cramp.
That's what he's reaching for right now, getting that big right leg up in the air.
Well, I like the misdirection on that play. You know, the motion away and then cutting back into it, and Metcalf just picked his hole all the way up the middle. So
nice job.
Yeah.
Looks
Fun
like
to watch.
Kai Erdman's coming in for Mr. Urban right now.
For 79.
Yep.
Told Kai this afternoon that I'd try to mention his name on the broadcast. I didn't even have to make it up tonight. He's in there and getting some licks out against the varsity team.
It's happening for number 75, Sean Raven, as he goes off the field.
All right, here we go. Another first down coming up for the Cause. Parker Stone, number 1, to the top of the screen. Quinlan set in the slot, number 30. Welch takes a snap, turns, another give to Metcalf.
Yeah.
Powering up the middle, picks up a couple on first down.
That's what I expect right there.
Well, Jeff West playing a little tougher up front too, which you know is kind of nice. Nice to see that. But Cause got to learn how to, like you said, hammer it in there, Armin.
Well, those are good, and you know, a good experienced team can do just that right there.
Yep.
Cut it back, play hard-nosed football, because right now we playing finesse football.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think we got the kids to play the hard-nosed football too.
So too.
It's a mentality.
All right, second down and 8 coming up. Welch calls for the snap, a little low. He picks it up, gives to Metcalf again.
That's good.
Again, that's his 4th carry in a row. Picks up another, we'll call it 2.
I don't anticipate a 5th carry in a row. I really don't. But I'm not Coach Paramore.
Yeah, and you know the play of the game has been that little swing pass.
Yes.
Something on the flat. That's been very good for us this evening.
Early on, that's been worth a lot of yards. Dawson Williams, number 10, and Parker Stone split wide each side of the field here on third down. Welch checks the defense. Welch has some time, flips it out into the flat. That pass is going to be complete. Nice grab by number 1, Parker Stone.
Well, that's a big boy catch, really. He did a nice job going up. It was just a little high. He just went up for the ball. He caught it, and then he went out of bounds.
Well, if you're the defender over there, you know Parker Stone. You know him from last year and the year before, actually. And he is a threat, a deep threat. So when he takes off running, you turn and run. You just stop the little square out, and the ball was right there miraculously, eh? Good timing pattern, actually.
All right, another first down for the Cause. 2 receivers split to the left. Welch turns, gives to Metcalf. Metcalf bouncing around the inside, picks up about 8 on first down.
He just dances in there, Armin.
He does.
All sorts of bodies around him, and he's jerking here and over there and up there, just flying around. He only picked up 8. I don't know. Man. But again, up front, Urban, Monaghan, Jeter, Rob, Monroe. Rob looks small next to his tackle partner over there.
Well, his tackle partner's a pretty good-sized man.
He is indeed.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right on this second down play. Welch takes a snap, gives again.
Oh, gosh,
Metcalf
darn.
squirts free up the middle. Number 26 still on his feet, takes it down inside the 15.
Oh, that was quick.
That was a beautiful play.
Yeah.
That was exceptional. Man, it was bang, bang right through the hole.
I would like to see a replay of that sometime. I'll watch it
I'm
over the
going
weekend to see what the blockers did to just make that hole open so quickly.
It was just like some kind of a...
Yeah, I don't know. Someone came down on that one linebacker, and he just disappeared.
Yeah.
And Thad, with his quickness, was past him before he knew what happened. So, man, oh, man.
Another carry from Metcalf, another first down. This time, no back set. 5 receiver set here for Perry Lecompton. First and 10 at the 15. Welch looks to throw a little fake pattern for Stone.
Great catch.
It was a great catch.
Oh, man. A lot of comment.
Kick is up, a little blocked.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I got to get that out of his mind and just push it through.
That's
and
right.
just chipping at it. He'll get it. He'll get it. So the Cause strike pretty quickly.
A lot of runs on that play.
Yeah. They look good in the process. Again, the O-line, kudos to those guys up front. They can pass protect, they can run block. And the run blocking is more timing than anything, Armin. You know, the first game, that's always the problem. Knowing who to block, where to block, when to block, those type of things. How long to block, you know, that type.
Just knocking.
Well, other than that, it is a gorgeous night for a football game out here. It's actually starting to get a little cool.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take it, though.
Yeah, I know, we'll take it.
I'm just freezing.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I was telling the kids the other day I can't wait for that 50-degree weather. My Minnesota blood kicks in, and I really like it. It's
That's
like,
right.
You know, I'm starting to feel a little chilly all of a sudden.
You're that Minnesotan.
Minnesota there, don't you know?
Yeah.
There in the North Country. Yeah, sorry, I'll stop now, folks. All right, here go the Cause. JB, back to you.
All right, here we go. Number 2, Brad Robb set to kick off here. Ball spotted up at the 40, back deep for the Tigers. I believe that's number 25. Carson Brading. And here's Robb's kick. Kick going to be taken right at the 24-yard line on the far sideline. Has some room, squirts free. Brad Robb's got to catch him if he can.
He will.
Gunner ball on him, too.
He's going to pull away, and the Tigers are going to score. The 7:37 here in the third quarter. They get on the board.
I've said it before.
That kickoff,
Our kickoff and return, Coach Paramore is probably going to be doing some work on it. And you know something? Those kids will not enjoy that because that's generally running the entire field or a big chunk of it.
Yeah. Well, when you watch it on film, you can see it pretty clearly. Oh, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. But you know, at the time, you're flying 100 miles an hour. You want to get there.
In the second half, anytime in the second half.
So. But I guess
see, and that varies so much.
Yeah.
Different leagues, different.
Yeah.
And then in playoffs, it's just fourth quarter, right?
I think it is in filling your lane, and you know we've all been there as coaches and players and stuff. So.
Back deep for the cause this time. Looks like to be a pretty good track relay team if you wanted it. It's going to be Quinlan, Williams, and Metcalf.
Yeah.
A lot of speed on the field.
Yep, there is. Well, cause turn now. We just got to return the favor.
Trying to get a number 3. Boxterman is going to be kicking off for Jeff West.
Seems to be the problem here. Wrong football.
They need one more Tiger on the field.
One more Tiger. Thought you could play with less if you wanted to, but evidently.
We would let them.
Yeah.
We'd do that.
Yeah. Seen basketball games where they've had to play with 4, with, let them rule, but never seen that in football. So.
Well, actually, I have.
Have you really?
McLeod, one year we were playing Powhatan, small school, and they got a couple of kids hurt, and they're down to 10.
Oh. Yeah, it makes it tough.
Boxerman's kick. Nice kickoff.
That is
going to be fielded inside the 10 by Williams. Williams picks up a block from Metcalf. Breaks a tackle.
Fought his way
down
through.
the sideline.
Gee whiz. Nothing wrong with a kickoff return.
What's the old saying? Football is not a contact sport. It's a collision sport, baby.
That was there.
And both someone's down.
It's probably a cramp. Who knows?
Yeah. Okay. So they wind the clock with 4 minutes and 35 seconds left, and it'll keep running for the rest of the game. Okay.
All right, 4:23 and running, as you said, Mark. First and 10, ball spotted at the 40. Metcalf again in the game behind Welch. At quarterback, takes a snap, turns, gives to Metcalf. Metcalf to the right side, has some room.
Look at him dance.
Yeah, takes it for about a 9-yard gain, almost 10, close to that first down marker.
He's just so fun to watch, run up in there and dance. And now we got somebody hurt again.
I believe down.
Gee, what
number
Christmas.
8 for the Tigers.
Signing up for electronic account statements, using your debit card 15 times as a credit transaction, and logging in at least once a month to your online account. That's it. Sounds easy to me. Give First State Bank and Trust a call today at 785-597-5151 and set up your elite checking account and start earning money back in each month.
All right, second down and short coming up. And 7 of these first 9 plays of this half have all been Metcalf runs. It won't be on this one as he is out right now. Reich and Rush in behind Welch. Turn to give to Rush up the middle. Rush busts through.
Boy, Reichen.
Good line, picks up a first down along with about 6 yards.
Riker, a junior this year, showing he's still got some lively legs, can put his head down and go forward. Nice run, Reichen.
He's doing what his daddy used to do for him.
Oh, yeah.
It's taking some time here. 2:50 and running. Motion coming from right to left. Jackson Folks comes set. Welch keeps it on a little read, has some room on the right side. Not going to be touched as he goes into the touch for a touchdown.
Nobody. And then I saw it was a fake, but I thought, good fake.
Well, you caught it before I did because you said it looks like William Welch running around the outside. I said, where is he? Did not have my eyes on him. Nice fake, Billy. That was a nice play. Oh, we score on the ground, score in the air. Quarterback runs it, tailback runs it. How many weapons do we have, Armin?
Well,
enough to win the war?
I think.
Well, tonight.
Yeah.
You know, I hope we get to play the whole war this year.
Yeah. Well, when you got a good team,
regular seasons, and
you'd like to have an entire season. It'd be a shame if it got cut off. White team tonight. Yeah. White jerseys are everywhere, and they're solid. Next week at home, by the way, JB, will be a busy week. I believe we've got a JV game against
this Jeff West team.
Jeff West on Tuesday. We've got a junior high game or middle school game on Thursday, and then the home game Friday against Hiawatha.
Yeah, so we need to hope for good weather because you've got 3 football games on that field.
Well,
which, by the way, looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Kent Morgeson has been overseeing that with the seed and the fertilizer, everything needs there. And, of course, some of our coaches have been taking over the mowing on that.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks pristine.
Yeah.
I hear you got a new marking machine.
We do. We
this is interesting.
This is an interesting story. So Brian Williams, who's done our marking for a long time and done a fan raising your hand.
It's a tough job to do.
I understand that, having done it for years.
So we actually found a company, and actually we'll get set up this weekend. So we load it with paint, and it takes off and marks the field.
Yes. Find out when that's going to be. I'd leave.
We let you do that.
I won't like it that much. Like Armin said, I've not done that too many years too as a football coach. So
that's not a glamorous job, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But,
right there was Thad. Oh no, Jackson Folks.
Yeah, number 79, Kai.
Yeah.
And on that one, number 54 also.
Yeah. Jackson put his head down. Crunching defense. My goodness. So number 66 in there, another sophomore, and who's on the far side? 32.
Jackson.
That's Jackson Payne, the junior. So we got 4 young guys in there. Well, not
to go here at Jeff West, and we'll take a break and be right back for the start of the final quarters tonight.
When severe weather knocks you down, Shelter Insurance is there to help pick you up.
See what we come up with again. You guys mentioned there's a lot of young talent out there on the field right now for Perry Lecompton.
Yeah. Carson Black's corner on this side.
All right, little pressure tripped up. Good play inside, trying to get. I think that was number 25, Beasler, still in there. He's had a good night tonight.
Caught him by the ankles. See who else we've got out there that's new. Oh, you said Carson Black is out there.
Jesse Herman's out there again.
Jesse Herman.
Here comes number 7. I think that's Gunnar Ball.
That's Gunnar Ball, yeah.
Jackson Payne. Is he out there? I thought I saw him.
He was out earlier. That's number 32. I thought I saw him.
Seth Cooksey's running at safety again now. He just came out. We're going to have a punt. So he was
Metcalf and Williams back deep. Yeah, these punts have been interesting tonight. We'll see what happens here. When you young players in, they may come with a little pressure. High snap,
bad snap.
Over his head. Got any pressure? See if he can get it away. Had time to kick, but he's going to try to carry it here. I think that's number 2. Brad Robb takes him down.
Boy.
Well, we used to form tackle.
But we saw that coming early on, though. Right? We knew it was just going to be an accident waiting to happen because their snap back to the punter has not been good pretty much all evening. So the Cause get to take over in good position, JB.
Yeah, nice to have a short field. Again, situation I don't know that you really need it right now, but
got Gunnar Ball in at quarterback. Who's the running back? We have 14 in there. Brett Paramore, the receiver.
Wyatt Green's in.
32
on the line.
All right.
Jackson Payne in at the tailback, or the running back, number 32.
Gunnar Ball turns. He's going to give.
Gives it to Payne.
Number 8. Is that Ty Williams?
Yes, it is Ty Williams.
Wyatt Barnett on the stop.
No gain on first down.
No gain on the play, so bring up second down and 10.
And this young team getting the play call from the sideline.
This is the team that'll get to play on Tuesday at home, at the home game.
Yep. Ball turn. He's going to look to try to get somewhere. Flag coming in.
A flag.
Well, Ball makes a nice move out there in the flat.
Yeah.
Good or bad on the carry. Flag on the play.
You know, where they threw it, you would suspect a holding or something.
Oh, yeah.
So.
That's what I could. Yeah, that's what I'd expect. Yeah. It is.
Big stones on it.
Yeah, stand up a little bit here. Oops, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, there we go. That's better. Stand up and stretch a little bit.
So waiting on this bill to be marked up. Here's a question for you two. For next week, you have the option of being in the stands like we are now at home or being on top of the press box.
Excuse me, JB, that's not much of an option. I'm taking the option of inside. Inside.
I'd take the top.
It's going to be cold out, man. We don't know what the weather's going to do.
It'll be gorgeous next
Denver's getting snow this week.
Well, we will Tuesday and Wednesday.
Ball turns. He's going to the left side, looking for some room, following some blockers. Going to pick up a couple. Not a lot there.
Ran out of real estate, but again did that little fake and not much over there, I guess. Gunner, from what I remember seeing him in younger days, 7th and 8th grade, he is quite the threat with the ball.
Yeah, I always
run and
thought
throw. Run and throw. Yeah. So it'll be nice to see him perhaps on Tuesday.
Number 24. Who's that? Zane Rector in the game.
Zane Rector, yeah.
At tight end, the H-back. Pistol formation again for this young Caw offense. Ball looks to throw.
Oh, nice looking pass. Oh, baby.
Got a jump ball. That was intended for number 32, Jackson Payne, down the right side.
Just a little underthrown or maybe a little more to the outside, and I think we have a catch, and he may be running yet.
Well, Braden Abrams was coming hard and laid a pretty good lick on him. Pretty high, I thought.
Yeah.
Right in the chops.
16.
But Braden Abrams is capable of making a pretty good shot.
See what we call here on 4th and long, 4th and about 16. I think they're just going to leave the offense out on the field.
So there's Brett Paramore right here on the
spread out all the way to the
receiver.
Bottom. Ball takes the snap, looks to throw a little swing pass out to Williams. Williams gets around one defender, gets the sideline, going to come up well short, and the Tigers will take over on downs here with 6:55 left to play in the game.
Well, some good experience. Too bad we couldn't keep it a little bit longer for the offense. But now we'll see who we bring out on defense. But I'm sure we'll see a bunch of young kids.
You got something good here to stand up.
Oh, I know.
Feels pretty good.
Feels good to stand up after a while, doesn't it? Yeah. And this is going to be an early game, actually. With a running clock, it'll go quickly. All sorts of new numbers in there, which is what you would expect this stage of the game. On front, Kai, Lochner, Jesse Herman, and can't see on the far side over there who is that?
54, is that Pringle?
54?
No, that's Caleb Ellis, sorry.
Caleb Ellis, okay.
He's been in a few times early on tonight too, so.
Timeout defense, we don't have the right bodies out there.
Yep.
You know, that's kind of first game of the year, and you've been working on getting your first two deeps and maybe even three in some places, but to get in a complete JV out there is really not that easy.
Yeah, Mike Paramore always had a good rule. You don't substitute on the exchange of the defense or offense. You run a play, let them play, and then you pull a person in. And I, of course, was always guilty about, okay, you go in for him to start, you go in.
That's right.
We always miss somebody, and then Mike would look at me
very
like,
well. Yeah.
Army, he say, come on.
I've been there.
Yeah. Well.
You know, the bad thing about this game almost being over is we've got all this equipment to box up.
Yeah, we.
What do you mean we?
Yeah,
what do you mean we?
Hey, I took pictures for you guys.
Hey, you did. You took instructional pictures where to put things.
I do want to say, just top of my head, that we do appreciate, and I certainly being retired, I get to come up here and have a good time, and you do all the work, Superintendent. So thanks, JV.
I tell you what, the guy here to my right, Will Gantz,
I know,
puts this stuff together. He makes the magic happen, as they say. All right, get a little running play out to the left side. Nice pick up there for the number 23. 23 for the Tigers.
And Carson Black on a nice tackle out there for the cause. Have to congratulate him in class next week. Have a bunch of those sophomores in my world history class. Always fun to see them on the field of competition as well.
I remember substituting in a class, 6th grade, with Carson.
Was that right?
Yeah, I still remember it. I enjoyed that kid. I'm glad to see him out there working.
All right, 2nd down and 5 coming up. Stones a give. Number 2. I'm sorry, 23. That was Boxterman.
It's good to see the young kids out there getting some playing experience. Number 5, Christian Conklin on this side. Number 3, Cale Gorski on the far side on the corner. And who's number 11? Number 11 is our Seth Cooksey.
Right.
I think 5 is Carson Black, maybe,
Carson,
right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay.
There's Jackson Payne out there now, too.
Here comes the blitz.
We got bodies all around them. We just got to put a body on them.
Now the quarterback Stones takes it down for a 1st down, takes it down to about the 42-yard line.
I tell you, this is a good situation to have our JV kids in right now, though. A lot of learning can take place.
Yep.
You get those videos back, those films back, and coaches can do wonders showing them what they did that they could have done better, what they did right.
Yep.
Game conditions.
Stones takes the
snap. Some pressure on him. He gets hit, but it's nice.
Boxterman had it, and he would have had a touchdown and just in and out of his head.
If I'm the Q I'm talking to, I just took a lick and you dropped a TD pass. Oh, baby, that's too bad for the Q on that one.
Because he threw the ball pretty well, and it was right where it should be.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up who had the pressure on that one.
I was too busy watching the hit.
I was too, but I'm not sure it wasn't.
I'm sure somebody will tell me on Tuesday who it was.
Yeah.
Coach, that was me. Why don't you say my name? Was too many bodies out there.
Well, you see, that's what happened. At least I became a spectator.
Yeah.
2nd down play, a little option play. Picked back in, upended. Who's at the bottom of that pile? Number 29?
Yep.
Who are we calling there?
Russell Warren.
Russell Warren.
Nice job.
Game here.
Russell Warren on the stop.
Here comes Christian Conklin.
Yeah.
Looks like Christian's playing down the D line.
I think he's going to line up a tackle.
He is.
Boy, go get him, Christian.
He's got some wheels. All right, roll out the right, throwing deep. Has a man if he
he's
can get
open.
it.
Just off his fingertips.
Intended for number 5. I think that was Sam Boxterman.
Yes, 10 for Preston Gibson, incomplete. It's going to bring up
5? I think it's 5's Preston Gibson.
Was it?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. 23 was Sam Boxterman.
There you
go. Him wrong. Okay. Closing in on 2 minutes left in this one. And things slowed down quite a bit here. Stones takes a snap.
He's coming. Oh, the next screen. There we go. Oh, that's a attaboy, Riken.
Yeah.
Boy, he played that well. He saw the screen setting up. He took off to his right and made a nice saving tackle there.
Riken Rish on the stop.
Have a timeout. Perry Lecompton.
They want to make sure they get the team in right this time.
So it looks like we get the ball back. Very good. So the Cause look like they'll finish the game on offense. Be a good experience for them.
Yeah, let's see. Depends. Yeah, I would imagine.
got some pretty good-looking young kids out there. And I think having Gunner in the backfield will make them kind of explosive. At least I would hope so.
Well, if there's any benefit to it, let's face it, those kids got to practice against some awfully good football players.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm sure that they've learned some things from them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can't emulate that type of experience.
Well, you know, look at what Andale has done.
Yep.
How many years in a row they've and look at Holton. Look at Hayden. I mean, my gosh, Hayden. What I read, they've been in. Well, here it is. Since 08, Hayden has been in the quarterfinals 5 times.
Yeah.
That's 5 times. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's 5 times in the last 6 years. They last won it in 08.
Now there's something a young back needs to learn. He should have just stuck his head and gone up inside.
Yeah, get what you can get.
Yep. As Ty Williams, just need to go in there and, instead of bouncing out and losing 4 or 5, you'd at least picked up 1 or 2. That's a 5 or 6 yard difference. But that's why we play the games. Learn those kind of things. Walker Pringle up on the center, snapping the ball.
Yeah, good old Walker.
Yep.
Gunner Ball and Williams in the backfield. Ball throws it out in the flat to Jackson Payne. In and out of his hands. Going to bring up 3rd down.
A little high, but still catchable. That was a catchable ball. Actually, we may have made some yardage on that one, too. It was
a
toss out there. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Under a minute now to play.
Yeah.
Bit of motion, yep.
There was.
Yeah, a little false start, back them up 5.
That may be the end of the game.
That could be it. They may get the 3rd down play off. Let's see.
They may not even try.
Yeah, it's experience. I would if I'm the coach. It's the young kids, let them play.
You still got to call it. It's only 15 seconds. Yeah, they may. Yeah, they're going to.
Give to Williams, and that'll wrap it up.
Yeah. That ought to do it.
All right.
So the Cause go 1-0 with a convincing 54-6 win at Jeff West, fellas.
It was that.
Yeah, that's how you want to say. I believe that means the Rock.
The Rock comes back. Yeah,
right?
We have a traveling trophy that the winner of this game takes with them, and Cause will take it back home.
Absolutely. Okay, final here from Jeff West High School. It's the Cause 54, Jeff West Tigers 6. And again, something you're seeing out on the field now that's new this year to the COVID. They line up, face each other, and kind of tip their hats to one another. And we move on. No more handshakes after the game, at least for this year. Well, gentlemen, I think we're going to pack things up. We are going to be at home next week against the Hiawatha Redhawks.
Okay.
I haven't heard anything as far as how they've done tonight, but I'm sure we're going to catch up with that. It'd be nice to be at home. Again, if things go well after what I've seen tonight, it could be an awful fun year to watch it unfold.
Well, let's hope so, fellas.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yep.
And again, well, this is JB Elliott signing off here. Mark Armstrong, thank you very much tonight.
A lot of fun. Good start, JB.
Armin, thank you again for joining us.
Hey, glad to be here.
Special thank you again. We had our on-field cameraman, Josh Woodward, who's still out there right now. Will Gantz joining me here, running all the computer and information, all the technology. And also Casey Elliott helping on the camera tonight. Appreciate all your help. So we sign off. We're going to leave you some video, but audio, we're going to be seeing you next week. It'll be Cause and Redhawks from Perry Lecompton. Thank you for listening in.